Good evening, everyone. Let me know if you're seeing me clearly. Let me know if you are hearing me. If you're seeing and hearing me clearly, welcome to this another episode of Extra Class, episode number 140. I just that everybody is okay. Just that everybody has been having a wonderful weekend, a blessed weekend. I hope that everybody has finished cooking dinner, had dinner already, and relaxed and ready for your teach that about some things we have to jam down. Jamaica land we love. Jamrock. Land of Food and Water, Bob Marley, Usain Bolt, Vibes Cartel, Buju Banton, Portia Simpson, Miller, Shelly and Fraser Price, and some good girls. You know what I mean? You know what thing got pace. We're there. You understand? Haven't streamed in a little bit. Did not stream on Wednesday for roll call. Did not stream on Friday. My sincere apologies for that. Some persons reached out wondering if I was okay. Some persons were very concerned. I really and truly appreciate all the consideration and the thoughts and words of encouragement. Just needed to breathe a little, to step back a little. You understand? Had some personal stuff that I had to contend with, and sometimes you have to just step back and gather your thoughts and stuff. Friday, but it kind of breeze again and thing. But we're there, yeah, Mama and Papa. Peace, big up on yourself. For the people that want to check in from early, from Shirley. Saying and I will reason in the comment section, they say in the chat, I think go manners and respect every time, Keita Scott, I see my sister, Miss Lana Sayers. You understand what I say? So the people that were there, I could also do the right thing and deal with the thing proper and done. So we have to Miss Lana Sayers, we have to J. Chrissy. J. Chrissy, big up yourself, Keita Scott, my sister, we are dealing with Miss Millicent Thomas McDermott, Vlog Brothers, L.A. London, Game King, Carlan Robinson, Soul Music Lover, Anthony Summers, Candy Diamond, Millicent Thomas McDermott, Norbert Swaby, Zane Shan W, Eloyd Kelly, Najee Langley, hey Najee, how are you? Ruth Daly, Finnar, Zane, where's me not shouted? Terrence Watson, hello Steve, my brother, I'm proud of the informative work you're doing. Father Terrence Watson still, me not really name Steve still enough, so I don't know if you get the name wrong still, but blessings in the family, and I see a word, Dervan Guthrie, Miss Sonia Allen, Kanaika Chisholm, Dexter Fremantle, Jamaica World says this is going to be interesting. DeAndre Small, the Royal General, Jamlad TV, are the youngest lad. Then Ronald Binns, Unknown Soldier, Express. Good who is this? Miss Jennifer Smith, Latisha Cunningham, Miss Sophia Kobe. All of the people that we are lucky and we are clocking. Big up on yourself in True Confessions. Daniel Scarlett, Yaga Radio, 25 Romy, Samantha Kelsoon. Good evening. I think it's the first time I'm seeing that name. If you're here for the first time, welcome. We really and truly appreciate the support. Real Talk Media Chambers, Oral Gale, Kingston Few, where I deal with youth. So peeps, when I OD the thing. Jadi, my brother, Prince Fisher, manners and respect in the family, Miss Janet Bird, Andre J, my Diana family, Omar Gotchi. You see me? So the people, we big up some more people, look more. Peter Bryan, blessings and Miss Arlene Walker, Ari Ariat, what thing? So peeps, I'm sure you'd have seen the title for the stream. I'm sure you'd have seen the thumbnail for the stream. And you would have by now realized that we'll be having a special guest this evening. One Sergeant Kevin Watson, the noble cop. I mean, a wonderful servant to the country, a wonderful servant of the Jamaica Constabulary Force. And I'm sure at this point, some persons would also have known that he will be stepping away from active duty in the Jamaica Constabulary Force, as he would have resigned and would have migrated from Jamaica and that's such. So we're going to have a sit down with him, a reason with him, a one-to-one. You understand? And funny enough, peeps, about 3 classes back, I had said that I wanted to speak to him about something. And J. Chrissy reached out to him and I said, boom, so teach them one link up with us on a link. Yeah, man, him say when I'm ready. Alright, okay, boss. See, so we are pulling him in at the stream of 5:45. You understand? See, so you don't know a thing. Miss Juliet Lawrence, good evening, Terrence Watson. Sorry, my brother, what name should I teach? Chris. You understand? Everything good, man. So teach, alright, man, you know a thing. But everything good, brother, man. I see a word, man. A simple 1-3 that. Western 99, he's leaving the JCF. Yeah, family, I know, man. So we got all a reason about that and a number of other things. And Father Watson, I know you're watching right now. Big up yourself until a circle and You understand what I say? Natural Reese, what go on? Yaga Radio, Mike Lewis, Just Crime TV, No Crime TV, Low on it, Not Sugar and Lime TV. Jans Earl, good evening, Empress, what go on? Goalie Daily, Gail, Zane, blessings in the family. See me, name they almost throw me out still, but big up. Miss Lisa Brown, what go on? Yes, me, Miss Winsome Watson, good evening, mommy. Sir Ocean Allen, blessings, you know. Why him a do that? And him a the best. Brother, you know, sometime, the noble cop, good to be here. So the man himself, not alkaline this time, is here. The noble cop, Father Kevin, big up yourself. So peeps, the boss has joined us in the chat. So him soon join us and screen as well. You understand? Raymond Black, blessings in the unknown soldier. So somebody has said why Mr. Watson leave. See, and him are the best. I mean, he will speak to that in a few. You understand? The reality is that, you know, sometimes in life we have to make some decisions for us and our family, and these things are never easy, but we have to do what we have to do for we done. You understand? As I said earlier, I would have been a wonderful servant to the nation, and I'm sure in some way, shape, or form, he will continue to, as best as he can, to assist Jamaica. So, I could say I go still. So, peeps, as I say, a long time, I not so no. And a portion of thing going. You see me not even do Jamaica to rotted since week. And added to that, it is a sports week at work, and my kind is a house leader, so I have to get my things together, and it really and truly stressing. Monday and Tuesday were field events day. Friday was road race day. Tomorrow is heats day, and Tuesday is finals day. It's like it's a champ settings. You understand what I say? So I think kind of stressful. See, and I said I had a few other things dealing with where my mind just never balanced. Somebody have to clear my head on them something. But we're there. The Shelley, what you talking about? I'm not talking about nothing specific yet in the Empress. You understand? I was just prefacing my interview in a few with Sergeant Kevin Watson. See, we're going to talk about a few things before. We're going to talk about one topic before I bring in Sergeant Watson, where 20 guns were seized during an operation at the Kingston Wharves. See? And you know the funny thing about them thing here, peeps? Normally, when me hear say gun seized, you normally see some people start. You understand what I say? The mouth, the lips, them just start race, and people start say all type of things. You understand? But you know what? I don't really hear many persons saying, seeing something I go say it for them. Normally, me hear people blaming politicians, probably rightly so. Me hear people blaming the United States government. I don't know why. You understand? I do not hear us as Jamaicans getting up in with a united front and one voice and accepting the fact that these guns that are being shipped to Jamaica are being shipped to Jamaica by Jamaicans to kill Jamaicans. I don't hear nobody have the conversation there, you know. But everything was said the United States, how the guns them are come from the US, how the guns them are coming out of the country. Why the heck as Jamaicans, to begin with, we feel a need to be buying guns, shipping guns to our Jamaican brothers and sisters, to be killing our Jamaican brothers and sisters? Why we not have that discussion there? Why we not having that discussion? So we're seeing a situation now where 20 guns and 791 assorted rounds of ammunition were seized at the wars. Information is that, I see the article somewhere, I forgot to put it in my notes, you know. Say the shipment was made to an alleged Don somewhere in St. Catherine. No name was given and stuff. Zane, and it was shipped in his name. The police them say, yo, them kind of frightened because people don't normally do shipping under them name. And reports are also that a female would have made the shipment. See? And things. So them say them are investigate thoroughly. See, they have not made any arrests as yet, but them say them are do some work. So I could say go. So cops seized 20 guns during operation at Kingston Wharves. So the Counter-Terrorism and Organized Crime Investigation Branch, CTAC, you know me have mad love for CTAC and the Narcotics Division of the Police Force. Zine has confirmed the seizure of 20 firearms and over 700 rounds of ammunition at a terminal in Kingston on Tuesday, February 26th. So the seizure was made about 10 a.m. during a joint operation between the Contraband Enforcement Team of Jamaica Customs and members of the police force. So the weapons included 4 high-powered rifles, 1 submachine gun, 9 pistols, 6 revolvers, and 791 assorted rounds of ammunition. You understand what I say? So many persons are saying how many more would have gone through. You know, that is not even my concern. I am most pleased that this shipment would have been intercepted. So what is water under the bridge already is water under the bridge already. You understand? The more interceptions we can make is the better it is for the whole crime fighting effort in this country. You understand what I say? Romario say I'm earth strong. Big up yourself and a father, Romario Toretto. Manners are speaking now. You understand? I hope the man has been having a blessed day. You see me, I hope you will live to see many, many more birthdays. And you will continue to reap the blessings that would have been in store for you. Sir Alex Biggs, Wagwan family, Ramakan, Picala son, Finar. See, and all the people that are checking. Big up on yourself. Dennis the Menace, say Dennis, Anna Wagwan. Johnny Boy, Marlon Newby, Pearly Simpson. Zane, big up on yourself, Terran J. Lampard, blessings, my friend. How are you? Cookie Mama, Wagwan Empress, Peyton Place, Monas. You see me? So you know what thing go. Yeah, peep. So, when are we going to stop blaming the United? Because my understanding is that when you're shipping a barrel from the United States, they're not really search it, you know. You understand? The search, it is the country, the receiving country, the onus is on them to monitor what is coming through the airports. Creations, blessings in the family. Caroline Francis, good evening, auntie. How are you? Hope you are okay. It's good to see you. Haven't spoken to you in a little bit, but I'm there. Smooth operator, blessings in a live chat boat. Miss Joan Gray, Stevenson Blake, blessings in a. You see me? So the United States, my understanding is that while the shipment is being made, it is not a situation where the containers are searched. Zine. However, when it comes to Jamaica, at customs, it has to be searched. So that is where you're going to discover it. Zine, the American government now buying a gun send come to Jamaica. Well, I wouldn't think so. Almost all of these cases where shipments of weapons have been intercepted and the consignee is discovered, it is a Jamaican. You understand what I say? So, I don't get it. Zine, look how much youth up on the road now go to school. Can't get a school shoes, can't find a bag, can't find a book. You understand? And instead of we try to help some youth, for help themselves, for help the country, we are buy gun for people, kill people. But if somebody can explain that to me, then you let me know. Because me really and truly don't understand it. Speaking about guns again, we're seeing a situation where AK-47 assault rifle was recovered by police officers after a shootout in Montego Hills, St. James. So a team of officers assigned to the St. James Police Division seized an AK-47 assault rifle and 6 rounds of ammunition. Hey, what kind of rifle? AK-47. Antoinette Miller, Miss Patsy Brown, Althea Williams Samuels. Good evening, everyone. During an operation on Hall Lane in Montego Hills, St. James, on Thursday, February 27th. So reports from the Montego Bay Hills Police are at about 11:30. This make me kind of feel like me talk extra loud. At about 11:30 a.m., law enforcers were in the area and a group of armed men opened fire on them. Yeah, police in the area and man just decides, say, yo, go on. We're going to make one name today, you know. So they open fire at the police officers. Andre, you with production. When you did, family? The barrels and boxes containers are scanned before the flight shipment. More while it is backed up to be processed. Oh, so them scan it, but them don't search it like go in there and search it royal. Because that's my understanding, you know. So scanning it, I'm assuming is to get the information into the system for shipment. I don't know if them really scan it to figure out what inside the container. That's my understanding. If I'm wrong, I don't mind being corrected. See, Miss Norflet Grant. So you know, the police responded, and when the shooting subsided, a search of the area was conducted. And an AK-47 rifle with a magazine containing 6 7.56 rounds of ammunition was found and seized during the search. No one was arrested in relation to the find. So look at the man them run left the AK, you know, so what going on? So peace, you got all it there, so you know, I had promised Sergeant Watson that I would bring him into the stream at 5:45. And you know the man, they are disciplined man, you know, so the time is important. You see me? So Father Watson, I know you're in the stream, so get yourself ready, you know, you got all I want to reason for the people. You know what I mean? Let me get me here buds them in and so me can hear you clearly. You understand? Alright, so I'm going to minimize this. Get Skype up. Boom. So. Alright, I'm going to close this time being here. So, balance this. Things take a little time. Minimize this right here, so. Boom, so. Alright, call the big boss, you know. Boom. Thing a ring, peeps. Blessings, Sir Watson.
Yeah, man. Teach them what I go on.
But there, I know me I see you. Me I hear you, but me not see you.
All right. Let's see if I can fix that.
I see him issue did have when we run a test call earlier.
Yeah.
Tionia Vlog. Good evening, Empress. How are you? First time I'm seeing the name. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the stream if you're here for the first time. Jermaine from Kingston 20 months. I want to check in. Blessings in our family. What they are wait on Sir Watson tell him sort out him thing. You understand? You don't know it go. Dante Dan. What go on, brother? Manners are speaking now. Hope all is well. You see me? Come on, Golden. Bro, blessings. So we're waiting on Sergeant Watson to sort out his webcam because me I hear him but me not see him. So as soon as he's ready, we'll put him through. See him? Sir Belvedere, what go on? Calvin Mackenzie. Blessings on everybody. Zani Fowler. Big brother, what go on, youth? Well, look, brother. Hope you're okay now. Steve Darman, Florida in the building. Danny Blackhorse, Stanford Stewart, the people that check in. Manners are respecting everybody. Angel Eyes, Zana Clark, Janai Morgan. Think of the first time I see the name there now. Gilmore Turner, who I pronounce that correctly. Pulley Ranks, Damian Richards, Scottish King. All of the persons who are joining us for the first time, welcome. Really and truly appreciate your support. Miss Erniel Donaldson, Jamaica, Chelsea FC, Jav. I want me get that right in the family. It's the first time in the thing. Chelsea all the way. Don't know a thing in the family. Royal Blue, true and true, you know. You understand? So, Sir Watson.
All right. Give me a link back right away. Teach them. Let me see. Yeah.
So, hang up and call you back, or you're going to try and call? Oh, I'm sorry for crying. So we kind of have a little technical issue, peeps. So just go and hold on. You understand? Father Neil Tomlinson, Youth and Honeygan, Mr. Random Guy, Jabba. Big up on yourself now. We're trying to start out the connection with Sergeant Watson. Yeah, man. Seeing you bright and clear now. So I'm going to put you through to the people that you introduce yourself and we'll start all the reason.
All right. I don't know, but it seems as if anytime I have the YouTube stream up, my camera.
Oh, yeah, I don't know why. All right.
So I'm not gonna be able to see. Let me see if I can. I'll go back in there and see if I'll be able to.
All right, try that then, no? Because just put your live look a while later.
Yeah, man, no problem.
Dear Irving, good evening, you know. So, peeps, we are now joined by the man himself, the noble one, the noble cop, Sergeant Kevin Watson, formerly of the Jamaica Latch Scam Task Force. He later moved on to the Major Organized Crime Investigative Branch, MOCA, and I think he was a part of some task force after that. He will tell you everything. But welcome, Sir Watson. Really and truly appreciate you being here. So just introduce yourself to the people, them, because a long time then they are wait for you.
Yeah, big up, teach them. More big up everybody in the stream right now. Most people would be familiar with me as the police behind the fight against lottery scam in Jamaica. Although I'm much more than that, right? But that is what I'm well known for. I've been serving in the JCF. I served in the JCF rather for 7 years and 8 months, and I left as a sergeant of police.
Yes, sir, Watson. So, I mean, everybody in the stream knows you. I mean, it is well documented. Your fight against a lottery scam. Many persons probably not are not aware of the fact that you'd have probably moved on to Mocha, though. I mean, those persons who do not watch your channel and stuff. But before we go any further, let's deal with the elephant in the room, so to speak. I mean, you would have posted a video, and the persons who would have not seen that video yet, you can go and watch the video after you finish watching the stream. That Sergeant Watson will be stepping away from the Jamaica Constabulary Force after what, 8.5 years, somewhere in that region.
7 years and 8 months.
7 years and 8 months, right?
Yeah.
So, you have resigned.
So definitely. I resigned a week ago, and for those persons who are wondering why, this is something that I've been contemplating for, probably 2 or 3 years now. And, I just finally made up my mind. I am attending school overseas, as I would have mentioned in some of my videos on my channel. And based on my goal, I don't think that being in the JCF, you understand, would be beneficial to me, especially the fact that I intend to go a little further with my studies. The JCF is an organization that you have to go through a certain process or a certain channel to get the time that you need to further your education. And for when I took the time off to go to school, I got 1 year study leave. But my intention is to go beyond the 1 year, and so I realized that it would not be feasible for me to remain in the JCF, as that would probably somehow impact my goal. So the JCF has been a wonderful organization. I enjoyed serving in the JCF and enjoyed serving the people of Jamaica. But you just sometimes you reach a point in your life where you have to make some decisions for for better yourself, really. You understand? So although I enjoyed serving in the JCF and serving the people of Jamaica, I definitely had to make this choice. I had to make a choice, and the choice was to really, put my goals first.
Yeah, makes sense. I don't know, because when I watched the video, it did not mention your specific course of study. I don't know if something that you're keeping under your belt or something that you would be willing to share with the viewers.
No, I don't have a problem sharing. So as I said before, this was something that I've been planning for a while. So I completed an undergrad in Jamaica, and I also completed my MBA. And so, my intention was to really do another postgrad program, in a foreign country or an overseas program. So I'd applied for a program, in Canada, as it relates to information system security and project management. And that is what I'm doing now.
Awesome.
Yeah.
But before I go any further, congrats on the work that you would have done for the country. I mean, you would have made sacrifices, I'm sure. You would have given up money to serve in the Jamaica Constabulary Force because you were involved in the private sector at one point in time. And
Yeah.
I'm thinking, I don't know, you'd probably have to take a pay cut in order to serve the country.
Right. And thank you very much. And when I say this to people, a lot of persons, say that something must be wrong with me. I'm mad. How am I fi leave a job that was so lucrative? Because I worked as IT manager for many years in the private sector. and a very good paying job and so on. But policing, you know, is something that I've always loved, and as I mentioned in my video that I did, my last day as a cop, I talked about an uncle, an uncle by my mother's side of the family who was a police officer for many years before he resigned and migrated. And then on my father's side of the family, I have an uncle who served as a police officer in the States for many years until he retired. So, policing is in my blood. It is something that I've always loved. And so when I made the transition, it was not so difficult for me because, I was going to do something that I've always wanted to do and something that I loved. It was definitely a big pay cut. The good thing with my transition was that, I served the organization that I worked with for close to 13 years. I'd served the organization so well working as IT manager that they allowed me to join the police force. And so I did not leave that job until I served, I think it was I served 2 years in the JCF while working as IT manager for that company. So, after serving 2 years in the JCF, I had to make a choice whether to stay with the JCF or to go back full time in that job.
Awesome. Well,
Yeah.
I can say that the country would have lost a wonderful police officer, a wonderful servant to the country. But we'll talk about that some more when we wrap it up. But we'll come back to that, right?
Yeah, man.
So because something wrong. So you are most known for your work with the anti-lottery scam task force, right?
Right.
And many persons view lottery scamming as a vacuum. Many persons tend to think that it is young men who are not educated, who are unattached, who not have no other option, who get involved in lottery scamming. Personally, I am of a different view because based on just doing this YouTube thing and paying attention to the media, I would have seen many professionals, many persons who are university graduates who would have been implicated, arrested, convicted, and sentenced for lottery scamming. So I want you to just give me a little bit of background on the work that you would have done while you were a part of the lottery scam task force. And generally speaking, what was the general socioeconomic background and the general demographics of the persons who would have been implicated in lottery scamming based on your experience?
Well, based on my experience investigating lottery scam matters, you have like a wide cross section of different people involved in the activities. Especially back in the days when it was quite prevalent, you had university graduates who were involved in lottery scamming activities. I can say this now. You had politicians who supported the activities. And if you have been watching the lottery scam task force over the years, you would have seen where we arrested, a well-known politician. Yeah, a well-known politician
yes,
back in Montego Bay. Right. And so, you had like teachers involved. I remember one operation, we arrested a teacher and her husband for their involvement in
Yeah,
lottery
I
scam.
remember that story very well.
Right. So, it's not just people from a certain sector of society, as we would call it. It's not just people from the inner city who have no job and them something. As a matter of fact, the people who were more successful in the scam are educated persons.
Yeah, because let me interject now, Sir Watson. I am assuming that is because there's a level of know-how, a level of education with those persons, and they would be able to use whatever knowledge they have to fleece people better than
Yeah,
somebody who would not be schooled, especially at a higher
exactly.
level.
Right. So a lot of the top tier scammers, the scammers that would have said, boy, I them I make the whole of the money. Those persons were persons who were well educated, right? And understood how to empathize with people. They were very intelligent. They were able to adapt to um, the accent, the American accent or Canadian accent quite well. It's not like some. Yes, we had some persons who were not so educated who has tried and succeeded, but they weren't
As
as
successful.
successful. Yeah, they weren't as
Interesting.
successful, right? And what you also found was that these persons um, would actually recruit young people out of high school, young people in high school, and so on, you know. And then let me say this, Jamaicans, we can be the best of the best
And
or
the
the worst
worst
of the
of the
worst.
worst.
And there's no doubt that Jamaicans are quite talented. I mean, everywhere we go, we really stand out, you know. But when you find a Jamaican that is bad, trust me,
Bad.
bad. Um, so my time investigating these offenses, I realized I found out that there were a wide cross section of people who were involved. But then you also had those high school students who were just talented, who were good at learning the trade of empathizing and sympathizing with their victims and so on to get money to get them to send money. Um, you know, I've come across 15-year-old who have two houses, several
15, hold
cars
on.
on the road.
Let me bring up my face so people can see me. Oh, yes, sir, what's a 15-year-old with two
Yeah, man.
houses?
Back in the days, we had 15-year-old. I mean, I remember a story. A teacher saw a little 15-year-old youth where she used to teach on the road, and stand up beside him, nice, brand new motor vehicle. And she should have said to him, say, boy, Derek, what me not see you at school? Him said, teach school. Him say, you see where I don't know, I take taxi, you know. You
Mm.
see that carry off for me car this and a two house me build already and I have three more car on the road. Where you tell me about school.
Yeah, boy,
You know,
things that away.
unfortunately that young man end up dying.
Yeah,
But
because many of them, before you go any further, I'm happy that you raised that point. Because you see, part of the problem with the latches coming thing, as Jamaicans, sometimes we don't know when to satisfy. See, I mean, it's a crime. Mark it,
yeah,
we can't go around that. But at the end of the day, some man go one time and them eat a food and them get craving, Sir Watson, and man start kill man for lead cheat, man start buy a gun, and then it's a whole other dynamics to the thing that one whole
right.
family dead, house burned down.
Listen, when me tell people say lottery scamming in Jamaica back in the days was almost as bad as the illegal drug trade, people may think that me don't know what me I say, but me I tell you, lottery scamming, I believe, was even more lucrative because here what now? With lottery scamming, you never need no overhead.
Mm-mm.
If you are going at drugs, you have to have some money to
Yeah,
spend.
because you have to go purchase some drugs. Start the
E-
thing.
exactly. With a scammer, him no need that. All him need is one little cell phone, and most of the scammer them back in the days, them used to use some phone we call bangers.
Burners
Yeah,
and
yeah,
bangers.
uh,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. One them we can't really or well,
Trace.
them fields that we can't
Can't
trace
trace
them.
them.
Right. And all them do is them have that the phone there and them have a little lead list. And the
Mm-hmm.
lead list them could even get the lead list in a different ways. The
Mm-hmm.
the the sad part about it is that a whole heap of the lead list them where scammers used to fight over. A lead list will come directly from the US. You understand? So
So hold on, pause here. You're suggesting that those lists were deliberately sent.
yeah, man. So you have people in the US, you call them brokers, lead list
Oh, that's
brokers.
what I mean. I was thinking about that differently. I was thinking they were suggesting that law enforcement officials from the US would have sent those lists to entrap people. But okay, I
No,
understand what
no,
you're
man.
saying.
No, no, no. No, may I say that the list where these scammers get them hand on with people information are lead lists that are usually sent from the US,
Mm-hmm.
from what we call lead list brokers, and these persons would be paid
Yeah.
to send these lists.
So, question though, I mean, where do you think we are now in relation to the lottery scam fight? Many persons would have been extradited, many persons would have been arrested and convicted in Jamaica, many persons would have died. But you and I know that it is still ongoing. And since
Yeah.
you'd have left the lottery scam task force, I'm sure you'd have still been keeping an eye and you'd have had friends and colleagues who are still working in that unit. What is the consensus on the ground as it relates to the fight and where we are in that fight?
Well, all right. First of all, I would be naive and very foolish if I said to you that, boy, lottery scamming don't exist in Jamaica anymore. I mean, most definitely we still have a problem, but as it relates to where it was, you know, 7 years ago when I started the fight, it is nowhere there. I remember when I just became a police officer as a young constable, I used to see people, on the road on them phone, a scam. You understand? And let me tell you something. I am from Otrius. And to be honest with you, I worked in the IT industry. I worked as IT manager in the background. And so I wasn't really seeing much of that in Otrius. So when I come to Mobile and see all of that, I was kind of surprised. I remember one day I go out with a detective and the detective I tell me about the whole scamming thing. And him said to me, all right, watch this. We see a little schoolboy I come from, I think, St. James High. And we stopped the little school youth and we said to him, you know, I don't remember if the youth was so based on when I go on, the police stop him and ask him for a search on him bag. And when the police search him bag, is a whole heap of lead listing take out a little youth bag. So from them the time them I say, all right, you know, so everywhere you go, people are scam. Them never afraid for scam, them never afraid for police. You understand? Um, so basically, when we started the fight, we actually use a zero tolerance approach, you know, and we were able to very quickly send these scammers underground. Although we never had the legislation to work with when we just started,
Mm-hmm.
what we used to do is use other legislations to arrest these persons, to get them off of the streets. You understand? With a fine based on evidence uplifted from them phone and the search conducted at their houses and so on. We would use um, some of the powers that we had, like to be able to hold them for, I think at the time we could have hold them for 48 hours, you know, without
Charging
without
them.
charge, right? Without charging them, and then after a while, them drop it back down to 24 hours. But that's essentially what we used to do, and I think the effort of the lottery scam task force kind of helped with the progression of the legislation to deal with the offences as it relates to lottery scamming. And one of the things that we used to do is that, as I said, we used to use other legislation like, for scammers who have things that them could not account for, their money, them income
Mm-hmm.
could not substantiate
Substantiate.
the assets what them have. What we would do is seize those assets and charge them for unlawful possession because many of them could not show how they came in possession of these assets, like some high-end motor vehicles. I remember
House.
yeah man, I remember seizing things like Lincoln Navigators. You understand? Mercedes Benz, the Infinity SUVs. You
Mm-hmm.
understand me? I say BMWs.
The money in
Uh,
your no way.
I remember. I don't know if you know the BMW X6. Them
Yes, man.
were expensive. And I remember some years ago when we seized X6 from a scammer, it was valued at about 13 to 14 million Jamaican dollars. You understand?
Boy.
So once we started seizing these motor vehicles, we started creating an impact. And then the whole strategy of, making the public know what's happening was another effort to kind of get Jamaica on our side,
Yeah.
you know, because what we used to find is that a whole heap of Jamaicans in a Jamaica never really know what going on. Them hear about the killing and the murders and the gang activities, and them never know say a lottery scammer cause all of these things. So one of the strategies was really for me to get out there to the public and inform them of what
Yeah.
is happening.
I mean,
Inform
the
them,
YouTube channel did a wonderful job in helping to showcase the fight.
yeah, because I tell you something, as soon as we start to put it out there to the public, show them what lottery scamming I do to the country and what I do to young people and so on. We start to get the support. I start to get support. I remember getting information from people, just left, right, and center. People are sending information. So that was good. And then in 2013, in March of 2013, we were given the law reform fraudulent
Yeah,
transaction
man, I
special
remember that piece
special
a lot.
provision. Right. And I remember when it just come in, everybody has said, no, man, it's too draconic, it's too vicious. So, you understand? Because it was a piece of legislation that was designed to effectively, curtail the activities. So, the offense of possession of identity information, Section 10 of the legislation, some attorneys, when I said, no, man, that too drastic, man, because we never need any complainant.
Mm-hmm.
We just needed to find, once we found someone with identity information,
They had grounds
which,
on which to proceed.
right, after questioning them and based on our investigations, if they could not substantiate any legal reasons or give us any legal reasons, why they had it in their possession, then that we could proceed with charging them and putting them before the court.
Okay, a couple of things, Sir Watson. Somebody keep on saying a number of things. When say up top teach. Big up Iraq Entertainment. Somebody keeps saying why I cut you when you were speaking about the 15-year-old. And the question is, how did the 15-year-old die? So let me appease that person.
Oh, he was murdered.
More than likely, because
Yeah, man, he
again, you
was he
never need
was
a rocket
murdered. Yeah,
scientist for say that stuff.
yeah.
All right,
And
so
the funny thing is that these, I mean, remember now, no, these 15-year-old. Usually when you find a 15-year-old involved in lottery scamming, the whole family is behind it too now. You understand? He might get support from mommy, might get support from daddy,
that's gonna
and
bring in
everybody
money
else.
for everybody.
Yeah, man. Then he might feed the family.
Yep.
So he might big things, and nobody not tell him where he might go wrong neither. You
Because
understand?
when we
Because
see money, nothing else matter to we as Jamaicans, You
then
understand?
yeah.
That is
So
a part of the problem. See, before we proceed, Mr. Watson, all the persons who are watching who are here for the first time, welcome. But I cannot interject the sergeant while you speak to big up people. So for those persons who are here, welcome. And we're speaking with Sergeant Kevin Campbell, the noble cop.
Watson,
Watson, sorry, the noble cop. He would have resigned from the JCF, and we're here speaking about some of his experience and time in the JCF. So you'd have transitioned from the Lottery Scam Task Force to MOCA.
yeah.
How long were you in MOCA?
All right, so let me give you a little history. The Lottery Scam Task Force was started from January of 2012. It was started in January of 2012. So the Lottery Scam Task Force predates MOCA. After the forming of the Lottery Scam Task Force and we start to do our thing, we start to carry out our operations, then they formed MOCA, which was the Major Organized Crime and Anti-Corruption a task force. It was a task force, right?
Okay.
And so the Lottery Scam Task Force, because it was such a small unit, they brought us under the umbrella
Of Mocha.
of MoCA,
Oh,
right?
so I'm just
Be-
learning that now. Okay.
yeah, man. So the lottery scam task force was brought under MoCA,
Oh, okay.
right?
Cool, cool.
So and that was in 2012 when the MoCA task force was launched, and because MoCA as a bigger unit was getting more resources, and so for us to get some of those resources to continue the fight, then they had to bring us on the MoCA.
Okay.
And then so the task force went on. We did quite a bit of work on up until 2014 when they merged the anti-corruption branch with MoCA, and MoCA now became the major organized crime and anti-corruption
Corruption.
agency, which was a division by itself.
Self. Okay, okay. So
Right.
there was some work. So let's speak about this. It says I was a bit concerned with some of the tenants in the lottery scam law there, where a person would be found guilty for a lottery scam and he's asked to pay $50,000, $100,000. Would have made millions of dollars. So I had some issues with some of the sentences, and but the reality is that they were off the street, and I am for making small steps to bigger things, but there were some stuff with it that I wasn't 100% comfortable with, because some of these same persons, even though they weren't on trial for murder, they were on trial for a lottery scamming. Many of them would
Yeah.
have been involved in serious crimes in relation to lottery scam. So
Of
I had
course.
concerns about that, because people were saying, okay, if I am making millions and I get caught and I am paying a few $100,000, I mean, what's the deal? You understand?
Yeah.
So I don't know if persons who were involved in the task force would have pointed that out to the persons who would have been able to get through to lawmakers
Well,
and point that out.
so, and I understand what you're saying. I had done a media release some years ago talking about that, and I'm going to be honest with you, I was chastised in the courts for it because I was saying that, obviously the sentencing that were being handed down to these scammers were not enough to deter them from the
Wasn't gonna
activities.
be.
Right. And but then again, you have to understand that the justice system is made up of two arms. You have the police, or several arms. I know about the police.
Yeah.
We are not judge, jury, and
We're
executioner.
not a part of the judiciary, but
We
yeah.
are not a part of the judiciary, exactly. And so we can only investigate and put it before the court.
Yeah, fair enough.
It is right. So it is up to the court to decide what kind of punitive sanction to take.
Punitive is the right word.
Right. So my thing is this. There's no way that a police officer can dictate to the court how much a man should get what kind of fine should be handed down.
True.
We
True,
don't have that
true.
the kind of talk there.
Yeah,
As
man,
a
I
matter
know
of
that,
fact,
man. I know that
yeah, man.
100%, man.
Because once we step into the court as police officers, that's it. We don't have no more. We don't have the judge rule there.
Yeah,
So no.
definitely.
I remember I entered a courtroom one day, and I don't know what I did to this judge, but the judge looked at me and said, "Mr. Watson, you see, when you step in my courtroom, I run things inside here. You may run things out there on the road, but my courtroom, this, And I was really confused because I was like, so, I mean, me know this, so
Yeah,
me
of
don't
course I know
understand
this.
I don't understand where that coming from. But
Probably stab somebody food somewhere. I don't
yeah,
know. I know anything go.
yeah. But the fact is this, right? We as police officers, we have to allow the justice system to take the action that it sees necessary to take. Can you imagine? Sometimes I remember, in many cases I've worked on for example, I've worked on a matter for months, building the case, and when you put it before the court, it got trial, you find the man guilty. You give him a slap on the wrist. You give him 2 years suspended sentence with $500,000 fine. or you think we feel as police officers.
Can
Uh,
imagine.
right.
Can
So,
imagine.
but the good thing is that the fight helped.
It
And
did. It did.
right. And then I was involved in a lot of investigations that led to extraditions too. So that was also good because the major extradition that took place as it relates to lottery scamming in Jamaica, I was a part of that investigation. I went several times to the States to,
Oh, you did.
yes,
Okay.
to testify as an expert witness and also as a fact witness. And I want to say that my investigation, the investigation that I was involved in, rather, with the FBI, was not only about arresting Jamaican scammers,
Mm-hmm.
but it also involved it was arresting Americans
Yeah,
who
just pause
assisted
right there. Pause right
in the
because
scam.
somebody
Yeah.
as because I've been monitoring the comments in but you I don't want to interrupt. Because somebody is saying they haven't heard of a situation where a broker, the person providing the data and the lead sheets, they are saying I think Keita Scott said them never hear of any of those persons being arrested
No,
and charged.
yes, man.
Okay, so speak to that.
Sanjay Williams in 2015, one of the biggest leadless broker here in a sen- in a not one of the biggest leadless broker out of Montego Bay, Sanjay Williams. Can go up online
I know
and
about Sanjay Williams, man.
yeah, man. Yeah, he was arrested in the States and he was a leadless broker. That is what him do because him never skill enough for operate as a scammer. He found it more lucrative to
To be a
work as a
broker.
leadless, yeah, to be a leadless broker, and he must spend about what 24 years up there now. That's the first case I was involved with overseas.
Mm.
But Sanjay Williams was a very smart man because what he used to do is that him have some links overseas. Can all register a company in the States now. That's how skilly he was, him register a company and recruit persons to work with him in the States, and then he would buy the lead list from persons in the States and sell it to Jamaican scammers, but him not sell it like a local man. So Jamaican scammers would be buying these lead lists and I know say it's a Jamaican them a buy it from. Them think it's a foreign man. You understand? And he saw that that was more lucrative because him could have get more money that way there.
Yeah.
Guys, imagine if the scammers them locally in a Jamaica they know say it's a Jamaican. I sell the lead list them. You know that go.
Yep,
You
definitely.
understand? So
Well,
but he was that skilled. So yeah, and I have personally arrested leadless brokers
okay.
during my tenure
I
investigating
guess
that risk.
because it normally say lottery scammer arrested, I guess persons who are not understanding that involved in that you would have brokers and other persons. So thanks for clearing that up.
Yeah, man.
All right. So I'm assuming that it is safe to say that your time being a part of the lottery scam task force and subsequently Mocha would have been satisfactory for you as somebody who is a patriot, as somebody who wants what is best for Jamaica.
Yeah. Of course. And I think that mine, working as a police officer was not only my intention for just lock up people. And it was not about punishing people, but it was helping to reform our young people and showing them the right path. You understand? So, as a police officer, I can tell you that I've always tried my best to guide, you know, these people that I've arrested on the right path. So there are many cases where I arrest a scammer and I would sit down for a little while and talk to him and say,
I've
listen to
seen
my
videos
boss.
like that.
Yeah, man. Yeah, and I've shared some stories about scammers, getting them live together and getting decent jobs and seeing me on the road and I thank, and I said, boy, Mr. Watson, the best thing you ever do for me is arrest me. So and it made me feel good because it says what the justice system should be. It should be a system to reform people.
Reformation.
Yeah, it's
Definitely.
not about punishment.
Rehabilitation.
rehabilitation, right? So, because sometimes we think about it as punishing people, and I realize that when punishing somebody not necessarily are gonna reform him.
True that.
Because if you not show him the wrong and then show him the right way,
Still
and
a come back,
yeah, because him not him
come
just
offend.
because you never show him the right way, you
True.
never show him a better way, you never show him a way out of the situation with him, so he might go back in it. You understand me? I say.
Mm-hmm.
So my intention was always to help some of these young people. Some of them, you talk to them, me talk to a whole heap of people, and you arrest them and them get bail, and in 2 weeks them dead.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
understand? Because them continue the activities. A whole heap of scammers. I've had cases before the court, and a whole heap of them not live for go trial.
Yeah.
So that's all the scamming thing that said. But I can tell you that scamming as it is, no, as it was, is not the same. No, I mean we have seen a significant decrease in the number of persons getting involved in the activities. It means more and more people are realizing it don't make no sense.
Worth it at the end of the day.
Yeah, right.
All right, so I mean, hopefully it continues to trend down. Hopefully the youths continue to wise up, because you have many youths who you ask them what they want to become these days. One or three things: they want to become an artist, a scammer, or a
Right.
gunman. And you have some youth breezy
Yeah.
enough to tell that Mr. Watson. Like,
Yeah,
my teacher, when a youth look at me and tell me that me get dark, sir.
But me share that story over and over again. Me go when I started the Stop Lottery Scamming campaign. So that's one of the things that I initiated and did for a year. Getting into the schools and encouraging children, not to get involved with scamming. And I remember I went to a school in Mobay. One of the first presentation I made. And a teacher came to me and said, Mr. Watson, I know you come here to do a presentation to the entire school, but I want you to take my class personally and talk to them, sir.
Mm-hmm.
I said, why? She said, all right, hold on, stay here, so. And she go for 3 little boy. And she bring them over to me. And she said, you see them 3 little boy? Them tell everybody in the class, say, them want to turn scammers. A scammer them, that's how them want to be. And me look on the little boy them and I say, "A true? You don't want to be scammers?" And them say, look on me and say, "Yes, sir." I mean, them never hold down their head, them never go on like say, boy, them afraid to say it. Them looking at my face and say, "Yes, sir, a scammer will want to turn." So when I ask them, I reason with them, I say, why? Why no want to turn scammer? Them say, sir, because scammer have the nicest car and them party every day and them not for work and a whole heap
Sir
of money.
Watson, my apologies, true confessions. That was an accident. My sincere apologies about that. Yes, Sir Watson.
Yeah, man. So so you actually had children who said that they want to grow up to be scammers because the communities where them come from, them see scammers that live big life.
Yep.
Hype life. I drink champagne every day. I take champagne and wash them car and
Party Sunday to Sunday.
Yeah, party Sunday
Sleep
to
all
Sunday
day.
and them, exactly. So they aspire to be that, and so that is why I found at the time that the Stop Lottery Scamming campaign was so critical, And that was not the only school. I went to other schools in Area 1 where it was the same. And when I said these things, people said to me, "Say, boy, a liar, you just have to make up some stories." You understand? But these are things that I experienced firsthand, and nobody tell me. You understand?
Definitely.
Yeah.
All right. We're gonna move on to a section of the interview, and now we're kind of gonna address some auditing things, So you know what I think.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
So before we go any further, congratulations again for the work that you would have done in trying to contain and reduce the proliferation and spread of lottery scamming in Jamaica. We know that many lives would have been lost. Some of them guilty, some of them innocent people, but it's a Jamaican anyway. You understand? So we give thanks for the work, we give thanks for the insight. You understand? And we give thanks for the drive. And you would have done this, as I said, trying to help persons to understand that, look, man, you make a mistake already, but it means you need to live the rest of your life like this. And it's not worth it at the end of the day because you make money, but you have to be looking over your shoulder. You're not sleep comfortable at night time. So there was
Exactly.
a human aspect to the policing and not just exercising your duty under the laws of Jamaica, but also being a Jamaican to Jamaicans. And that was
Yeah.
very credible and commendable of you to do so.
Right.
Right? So watch me now, Sir Watson. I mean, all of us know the situation. Many persons have their notions and perceptions about the Jamaica Constabulary Force. Right? What would you say is the biggest single issue affecting the Jamaica Constabulary Force?
All right. Boy, the single biggest issue. All right, so let me just say this. The Jamaica Constabulary Force still have some dinosaurs in it. And I'm not going to beat around the bushes where that is concerned. We have some persons at the executive level who came up in an old system, the old way of doing things. And even though we are moving forward, we have evolved as a people, as a country, they're still thinking that way. They're still using the same kind of strategies. You understand?
Not moving with the times.
Yes, and I think that is one of our biggest problems. Now we see where they are trying to modernize the force. As a matter of fact, they have put things in place to help to bring the JCF up to a modern police service. And the funny thing is that I don't believe that we will see the impact of these changes until we have these dinosaurs out of the system. Right.
Interesting.
Right. And a lot of these persons who I call dinosaurs, even if they're not at the executive level, even if they're the foot soldiers, some of them are the same persons who have the corrupt mentality. Because we find that I'm telling you that the police officers that we have coming in now, you can see that these persons want to make the organization better.
Yeah.
Right? And if you notice, we are seeing a shift now. We are seeing kind of a shift in the style of policing. It is not as fast or progressive as we would like to, we'd want to have it. But I am seeing that. Right? So corruption is a big issue.
I mean, hold on, Sir Watson. Many persons in the stream have been wanting you to use that word. I guess some people are saying, okay, finally Sir Watson called the word. So speak, because, I would have brought that up and...
Yeah, corruption. No, there's no doubt. Let me tell you something. There are a majority of police officers serving in the JCF are decent police officers who want to see Jamaica better. But I'm going to tell you, you have some police officers, right? They are so corrupt that they are bringing down the organization with their corrupt activities, and some of them, I believe, do not want the change, because if they get this change, then them now go, as we would have said,
they're not food again.
That's what I want to say. They can't eat no food again. You understand? And I can tell you, I know, and I'm not afraid to say this, I know that there are many police officers who liked me as their colleagues, who respected me, but there were many who never like a bone in me.
Yeah, because you are against what they are for. So, you know the thing goes.
You understand? You have one police who would have said, boy, where this little coolie man come from? I go and like say him, you understand him better. Yeah. I want to him. No say food have to eat. You understand? And I'm not going to go on beat around the bushes. I'm not going to say, boy, I know it no exists, and come on, it's obvious. Everybody see it.
It's obvious.
Yeah, but at the same time, I am happy that I, had the opportunity to work with some really good police officers. As a matter of fact, a man know say once me dep on an operation, him no bother with that the foolishness there.
You
And
don't
one
call
of
him out.
yeah man, and one of the things that I did was to make sure that every operation that I went on, me have a camera with me.
Yeah, that's
You
important,
understand?
you know,
Yeah man.
because that's
So
important.
I'm carrying cameras on my operations from before them talk about
Body
police
cams.
officers. Yeah, body cams. I remember I went on an operation and some police officers complained, say, boy, oh, me have camera upon the operation and so on. And the senior the officers called me and said, boy, enough to carry no more camera upon the operation and even write me a letter and I said, well, you know what? If I'm not going to be able to carry my camera upon the operation, I'm not going upon the operation. Because what some of these guys want to do, they want to go there's some of the I'm the bad ones. They
Mm-hmm.
want to go they go do what them feel like do. And I decided that I was not going to allow anyone to mess up my reputation within the organization. One thing I've always said, I came into the organization with my integrity, right? And I decided that I would be leaving with my integrity. There's not one criminal out there, and I can say this with high confidence. Not one criminal can ever say, right, that I've even entertained the very thought of accepting dirty money.
You know, somebody just
Because
asked
money
a
was,
question there. Somebody just said,
yeah,
ask Sergeant
money.
Watson. Hold on, this Sarge. If
Mhm.
if if you ever see any exchange of money between criminals and police officers before, so talk about that
I
in that
no,
just one.
I have never seen it, and let me tell you why I've never seen it. Because teach them every police who know me and every criminal who hear about me know say me not stand for them. There's something there. So if
Yeah,
it go on, it not go on in front of me.
yeah, definitely.
You understand?
Mm-hmm.
You know, um, as a standing for righteousness is always something that you have to be careful when you do it. But for me, it was either that, right, or you have to go take me out because me not go stand for the foolishness. I've been on operations where me I lead the operations. Me I lead and I can share these things with people. I don't um you know I don't have to beat around the bushes with this because as I said before, we have good and bad, and we have been seeing the good and we have been seeing the bad, right?
True.
But I've been in situations where police officer may run and may lead the operation and police come to me and say, boy, yo, we find the wanted man. We have a way where we can deal with it. Me say, deal with what? If we find the wanted man, right, and he's not a threat, we are taking him in. You understand? And I'm not saying that certain situations not call for police to be aggressive, but I'm not going to be dishonest. You understand? Because I won't have anything on my conscience.
Yeah, definitely.
Um, yeah, so I've had situations like that, and I won't even entertain the very thought of where you intend for, where you want to do. Me only want know so you understand, say, as the man who will lead this operation, we carrying in this man. You understand? Because this man is not a threat,
Yeah, definitely.
right? And as far as I see it, I always say, as police officers, we are not judge, jury, and executioner. It is not our duty to go out there and execute people upon the spot if they are not a threat, no matter how we feel about them. You understand me? I say,
True, true.
if you feel that a man is giving problem, then make sure you find the man while he might get the problem, right? And when you find him while he might get the problem, guess what he might try? He might retaliate. Then
Mm-hmm.
that
That
give you
different. Yeah, because you might
that
put you in a
different.
position where you have to defend yourself.
Exactly. And let me
Mm-hmm.
just say this. I want to explicitly state that majority. of police officers who acted in a uh,
Aggressive,
aggressive way,
defensive.
a defensive way, right? Let me say it, not aggressive, in a defensive way, right? Um, uh, the cases most of the cases that I've seen, they are justified,
Yeah,
right?
I
So I
appreciate
don't
that.
want anybody, I don't want anybody to take what me say now and say, boy, oh, Mr. Watson, I say, boy, police just go out there and, I
I
heard
know
people
people
for not
stay for
at all.
true.
Right, yeah. So I want to make it clear. I want to make it clear that majority of police officers acted appropriately in a lot of the cases that we have seen, right? But you have one and two man in the organization. And these I remember me tell you about the old school, the people who have come from way back
Old
when.
school.
Yeah, man. Because my experience is that the younger police them were coming in now, them brighter no. Me not go on the
That is
corner.
true
So
still. That are
brilliant.
true. That are true.
Them are coming and them make sure them are coming with them with them
Them
education.
subjects, some
And
of them with even
yeah,
tertiary level education.
right. And it's not only that. You find that I don't know as we evolve as a people, you know, you find that the younger generation will be brighter, them will be more exposed. I mean, look, if you have children, you realize that what them know,
We never know it
right?
when we were their
You
age.
never know it when you're their
True.
age. So you it's a natural progression that you'll find the people who are coming in the organization now are going to be brighter. So let's embrace them, man, and encourage them to build a better, JCF. But what we find is that you don't find a lot of mentors in the organization who try to, you know, build these young police officers. Them prefer fight them down and give them a hard time
Yeah, then build them and uplift them. Interesting.
than build them and uplift them. So that
All right.
is one of the problems. Yeah, man.
So watch me now, Sir Watson. Let me bring myself on camera so people then can see me. Because I alone them see Sir Watson. But watch me now.
Yeah.
I often say that the three biggest issues facing Jamaica: corrupt politicians, corrupt
Yeah.
police officers, and the mentality and the mindset of Jamaicans. So you cannot speak specifically to the politicians. You can speak to the mindset of us as people. But your expertise is as a police officer. So do you think that the hierarchy and the high command of the Jamaica Constabulary Force is doing enough to eradicate corrupt police officers from the force?
From what I know, I especially respect this current commissioner of police.
Don't talk much about him yet, because I need to ask you a
Yeah.
question as we go further.
Yeah, I think that, of course, I think that there is work being done to rid the police force of corruption. There is no doubt about that. You have, as I said before, you have decent police officers who want to see the organization grow and be the best of itself, right? And so, it's going to take a while because it is so inbred. It is so, you know, um,
Embedded, entrenched,
and
ingrained.
yeah, ingrained, right, in the organization, that it's going to take a while. And remember, what I said about the residual effect. The older people them who still in the system with the same old mentality.
True.
You understand? Yeah.
So,
But you obviously you guys have been seeing the news. You have been seeing some of the things that are being put in place. So I would say that of course the JSF is actively putting things in place to combat corruption. It's just going to take a
take
while.
a while, because you see the issue with that tonight, it would have taken a long time for us to get where we are now, so it will take
Yeah.
probably equally or even a longer time to fix said problem. But
Yeah.
you are a man on the inside and a man of integrity, and if you say that you see efforts being made and ground being covered to rid the force of corruption, which probably will never happen totally, but if majority are removed, then we can move forward as a country. So that is awesome.
Right.
Will you,
Yeah,
Mr.
man.
JCF?
Of course. of course, I'll miss the JCF. I mean, it's an organization that I love, and I mean, I loved my job. I loved working as a police officer. I loved impacting people's lives, and I mean, joining the JCF. My intention was to to bring a better light, or to change the perception of people about police officers. And one of the main perceptions that I really wanted to change was that, for people to understand that police officers are humans too. Um, I also wanted to let people know that the whole idea of police officers being dunce and, you know, all them do a go on and antagonize taximan and them something there. All of that, I really wanted to dispense that and make people understand, say, you have some very intelligent police officers in the organization. As a matter of fact, people always say, boy, Mr. Watson, you're so intelligent, you know how to communicate. But I can tell you that you have so many police officers who are more brilliant than I am.
Yeah, because
They are
I
more
remember,
intelligent than
yeah,
I
not
am.
only that, I remember when the last commissioner post came up and they were talking about applicants. There was something that said about at least 20 persons in the Jamaica Constabulary Force have PhDs, a number of them have
Yeah,
their masters, a number of them have
of
their first
course.
degrees. You understand?
Yeah.
But we also know that, Sir Watson. Let's not go around the bush, Qualification on paper don't necessarily mean everything every
Yeah,
time, That is the next
we know
thing.
that. I know that, and you're right about that. But you have a whole heap of police officers who just did not get the opportunity that I got to communicate with the public. Um, but you have a lot of police officers who brilliant, man, and I can tell you that if they are given the opportunity, they will make a difference in the
Reform the
organization.
force.
Yeah, but people, as me say, you have some people who have come from the old days, and a lot of them they are the executive level now. A lot of them they're in a leadership position, and at them are hold back the young, innovative, bright minds who really want to bring the organization forward.
That's
You
always the
understand?
case, Sir Watson.
Yeah,
It's not just in the police force, It's the same thing in education. It's the same thing in
yeah,
medicine. Wherever you go, you're going to have some,
yeah. And
as
you
you
hear
said,
some of them say, boy,
dinosaurs that try to hold
yeah,
on. You understand the thing
yeah,
with them heavy self.
I, and you hear some of them and say, boy, you see all them little young police here, them
Young
no,
bird and
them
no
just come,
storm, no.
yeah, them just coming out the thing and go on like, and guess what? Them no realize that the system a change, right? And they're not moving with the
Them not
system.
evolve with the system.
I always tell the story of the 100 monkey. Then so them scientists put some monkeys on an island, right? And what them usually do is peel the banana and give the monkeys them, and the banana would have drop in the dirt and everything, and the monkey them would have still eat the banana. Them prefer eat the banana with the dirt on it and spit out the dirt. Just like go around and eat the banana. And those monkeys end up having offspring, right? The offspring, one of the offspring one day when him get the banana, he take the banana and carry it go to the river, go
Go wash
wash
it
it
off.
off
Man,
and
I want a
eat
dirt
it.
in him thing,
And then
man.
guess what? Going do? In take all of the little offspring them and show them how to do it, and the whole of them start to
So I
wash off the
clean up them
banana and eat it.
banana. You
When he
just need
try to
one
tell,
person.
when he try to take him mother and him father for carry go to the spring, then push him
Nah, go nowhere.
and take the banana and throw back in the dirt.
Yeah, eat it.
You
I'm not
understand?
willing
And
for
eat it.
change.
Them not willing to change. It's the
Yeah.
same kind of situation we are seeing in the JCF, right? Where you have some old systems and some old people who have a old way
Old
of
way of
doing things,
thinking.
and they're not willing to change. And it is not just, I think that even even the commissioners themselves saw this. There's no doubt in my mind that even the commissioner of the police see this are gone in the organization. But guess what? There's not a lot him can do, because him can't do like a mass changeover.
It
You
takes
know,
a
you
while.
can't,
It has to be systematic
yeah,
and incremental, a gradual
you
thing.
can't change out everybody to the same time, you know, as you have policies and regulations and whatever in place. And a lot of these people up there in a leadership position, all they want to know is that they might get them big salary every month and that's it.
Nothing else
And they
matter to
might get
them.
them concession, and, yeah, but nothing else matters to them, you know. So
All right, Sir Watson. Kind of go delve into a little thing, you know. If you
yeah,
were asked to write there's been this big discourse in the public, especially in the political arena recently, about a crime plan. So
yeah.
if you were asked to write or propose a crime plan for the nation, what would be the three most important aspects of said plan? Your crime plan for this nation, Jamaica land we love, land of food and water, Bob Marley, you seen about our Vibes Cartel.
All right. So um, all right. Let me just say this. This is something that I've always said. We are approaching crime fighting in the same way that we have always approached it over the years, with aggression.
Ha.
We believe that being aggressive and the old style of policing, kick down man and shoot up man and whatever is what the solution is, right? And I understand the state of emergency situation. When you have something that is really out of hand, you have to kind of bring it down on a level, right? But for me, I think that the first thing that need to be understood is that fighting crime in a modern society is more psychological than physical.
Physical. Interesting.
Exactly. So I've always said that why we were so effective with the lottery scam task force um, was not because of our physical effort, but it was mainly because of the psychological approach that we used. And what I mean when I said this, the fact is that you have to get people to see what is happening and understand what is happening and be on your side, right? You have to change people's perception of the organization and of policing in general. Because one of the things that has to be a critical part of the crime fighting strategy is the people of Jamaica. If you don't get the people of Jamaica on the side of the police, you're not gonna move forward. Look at any a first world country now, and look at the kind of support that the police get. Yeah, you might have a minority who have a problem with the police, but I can tell you that all the first world countries that I've been to, them support them police officers. You understand me, I say? So that is one of the first strategies. We need to build relationship with the citizens. We need to create a sort of a psychological effect, changing the mindset of our people, and that can only be done, right, if we have persons at the executive level and the government who are willing to put the necessary things in place to get this done. Let me just say this: policing in Jamaica is tough, you know. As
It
some
is
real
tough. I can
hardcore,
imagine
as
that.
some real hardcore people we are dealing with, you know. Because I'm not going to tell you that when we go out there, I've been nice to some people, very polite, very professional, and we get good results. But you have some people where no matter how nice you want to be, no matter how professional you want to be, right? Them no business about that, right? They are very aggressive. They want to fight you off. They want to do all kind of things. You understand? So I think that it is definitely going to be difficult, but that is definitely something that we need to put in place. Another thing that we need to put in place is that we need to really distinct our crime fighting strategies when dealing with different areas. So, for example, I would say that when it comes on to dealing with, troubled areas, volatile areas, the whole idea of the zones of special operations is good, right?
Yeah, is it
Going
just
to
that you
those,
brought up that? Because that was my next
yeah,
question, line of questioning.
yeah,
But go ahead.
right. So I think that's a good strategy, but it has to be managed properly, and it
Mm-hmm.
has to be strategic, right? So you go into these volatile areas and you establish these zones of special operations. And of course, do what you're doing in those areas, curtail the activities, right? But you have to, one of the things that I see happening with the zones of special operations that I was a part of was that by the time we got in and cordoned the areas, some of the um, violent producers had the time to leave and to
Yeah.
leave with the weapons and those things too.
Everything. Mm-hmm.
Right. So
No,
I
but you
think
see, hold on, sir, but you see that comes
yeah,
back down to criminals in the Jamaica Constabulary Force. Because many of
right,
those persons would have become affair with the plans and they would have fed the information to them friends and them cronies in these communities.
right, right. Now that's true. So the zones of special operations, I think, is a good way going forward. Leave this whole massive SOE thing and just focus on
The
the
Zozos.
the volatile the volatile areas, and of course continue to establish zones and build communities until you kind of normalize
Yeah.
the situation. Just like what we have seen in Mount Salem and so on.
Mm-hmm.
But we have to be persistent. And I think one of the biggest problems that we find in Jamaica with our crime fighting strategies is that we are not consistent.
Yeah. We
We are
talk a
not
lot, but we don't act a lot,
right, right. We are not consistent. And I can tell you, as a police officer, for the little just for this, I mean, people that look upon me and say, boy, you never in the force for no time. Oh, yeah, come to, but for the little time I spend in the force, what I've realized is that when you find the police come up with a strategy and the strategy start to produce result, suddenly
a government
somebody
policy.
somebody just dismantle the whole thing. You understand? And say,
Because you
oh,
step on a man toe now, Sir Watson, you saw a man food.
right. And so that lead me to the next point. The next point is to deal with corruption in a zero tolerance way.
Can't be no other
And
number, sir.
yeah,
Zero.
in a zero when it says, no matter who it is, if a man corrupt, no matter what much money him have and when position him have in a society, deal with it and set an example. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
One of the biggest problems, and I mean, I'm not saying that Jamaica is the only country with these sets of problems, but I think in Jamaica it's a little bit too high, the level of corruption.
Well
So
said.
until we can deal with the corruption problem, yeah, and that will help in the psychological fight too, the psychological approach, because if you can show
People
the
start trusting
public,
now. Yep.
yeah, to show the public, say, listen, we no business who this person. We no matter who Mr. Watson is and what position him have and how much money him have, right? He's going to be arrested if he is involved in corrupt activities and placed before the court and dealt with accordingly. You
Definitely.
understand? So
Definitely.
we need to see politicians again. I mean, no, say people are gonna just say, boy, I talk, Mr. Watson, because that now happen. But the fact is that we need to see some politicians that get locked up when
Mm-hmm.
them get involved in corrupt activities, right? We already see police that get locked up, but we only want to see the little foot soldiers them will collect one money from one taxi man or one man on the road. We want to see the man them up at top
But
where
you see,
I collect the bigger money.
Yeah, hold on there,
right?
Sir Watson. Sorry for cut
Yeah,
you because that is one of the questions. The person were asking about split screen. But for some strange reason that is not working. Else more than I do that for a long time, so it not work. So it must be a reason why you never see me on the screen. Like, you understand what I say? Yeah, man. So watch me now, sir. Sir Watson. Many persons were concerned that Chucky Brown during his testimony to Indicom would have indicated that he was acting on instructions given to him by his superiors. And many persons
right.
are saying, okay, so Chucky said the squad was about 16 persons. I know that about 10 persons would have faced the court so far. But what happened now to this? So persons are asking, what is happening to the superior officers who would have provided the resources as per what Chucky Brown said and would have given the instructions? No officer who was higher than Brown would have been implicated and arrested. So that is a part of the problem. So that brings me right back to what you're saying. So irrespective of where you are in the JCF or where you are in governance or government, if you run afoul of the law, then you should be made to pay the consequences like any ordinary Jamaican citizen.
Yeah, exactly. I agree. And this is something I've always said. I mean, one of the things that I remember doing press releases, and one of the things I would say at the end of the press release is that no one is above the law. Absolutely no one. And I don't know if the executive members of MOCA understand that statement. And there's no doubt in my mind that they understand. But it is a very serious statement. When you say that no one is above the law, it means no one. And so you can just look at the little foot soldiers them and take out little foot soldiers them and take out the man them who are lead the foot soldiers. You understand? And it's the same thing that we see in crime fighting. If you just take out little man them in the streets, little man them on the road, right? We are carry out the instructions of the big boss then. You will continue to have the problem, you know.
But it's simple enough, sir. Watson. You cut off the head of the snake dies.
Exactly. And that is a true statement. But we are not seeing much of that. You understand? We just what we're seeing is that we see the cut down at the, as we say, we see the cut down at the foot soldiers them, but the big man them still up at top around things and recruit more foot soldiers to continue the activities. You know? So until we can get down to the bottom of this, I mean, I serving in the JCF, I did what I could. You understand? And as I said before, I've always stood my ground in the organization. I did not allow anyone to influence me in the wrong way. I remember some police officers, some senior officers would have said to me, say, you know, say you're not police yet. And I said, what do you mean that I'm not police? I said, I do not have to act like every other police. My thing is that is the biggest problem with the organization. We believe that, police officers are supposed to be a set of people who all them do is go on and say, boy, yo, we have the power to do this, and them lock up people and box down people and kick down people. That's not what policing is about. You know, policing is about, upholding the law and fighting crime in a very intelligent way. You understand me, sir? And so what we find in Jamaica is more intelligent. What we find that we need in Jamaica, rather, is more intelligent crime fighting methodology.
And more intelligence-driven policing.
But then that leads us to the next problem again, which goes back to corruption, where you find citizens are willing. Let me tell you something. Teach them. I hear police talk about all the time, say, boy, they now get information from citizens and so on. I can tell you that citizens are not afraid to give the police information when them know that them can't trust the police. I have personally experienced that. People contact me on a regular basis and just give me information. Me see police take out man where me not have nothing to do with that the division there. Me out of that division there. And me could have tell them everything about the man where them take out. Because guess what? The intelligence come to me. You understand me? I said
because
people just
feel like they can trust you. That is important.
Exactly. And
community policing, you know?
Exactly. So I think that until the police can build credibility, right, we're going to continue to have a problem in Jamaica. We have some little police out there, them just as soon as they get the information, then gone back to the criminal with the information. I see that firsthand. I mean, one of the things that we used to do when
But
I
it's
was
a
on the lottery.
dangerous thing, Mr. Watson.
Yeah, of course. Of course. And I mean, one of the things that I personally, agreed with, and what we used to do when especially during the height of the fight, the lottery scam fight, was that for police officers who we had outside of the lottery scam task force who was coming on our operations, we just said to them, we don't give them no information as it relates to who we are going to pick up and who we are going. We just give them a general briefing and make them know, say, boy, all right, listen, this subject, you understand, it's an unknown threat, and this is how we want you to deal with it, right? And that's it, because guess what? We never want to run the risk of telling anybody what we're up to, and by the time we get to the place, the man, you understand, the target take for themselves. So, and I know that is sad that we had to operate that way, but that is how we had to operate in order to be successful. And many of my colleagues who worked on the task force at the time can tell you that if we did not operate like that, we would not have been as successful as we were.
True.
You understand? Yeah.
All right. So, Sir Watson, another big part of the public discourse as it relates to crime and crime fighting in Jamaica is the death penalty. Personally, before you even say anything, my perspective on the death penalty is that it would be a necessary tool in the crime fighting approach, but I do not know personally that the death penalty will be as significant in the reduction of crime as many persons are making it out to be. So what is your take on the death penalty? We know that it is still on the books, but it's not being utilized. What is your take as to its use or lack thereof? All right, we should then just get rid of the death penalty totally.
All right, teacher, I gotta tell you something. I don't know, you probably picked this up already, but I'm a humanitarian.
Me figure that. Me just said that in my
Right.
statement just now, but
Yeah,
I'll leave
man.
it up
I'm
to you.
a humanitarian, and I believe that it is possible to reform people. I also believe that we have to tread very carefully when we talk about death penalty and them something there, because I'm sure you have heard of cases where persons are found guilty and them upon them they're sent, we call
Death
it
row. Death row.
death row, them upon death row, and some new breakthrough in the case shows that none of them commit the crime.
Yes.
So we have to take these things into consideration, and we have to balance the arm of the justice system here, and realize that bringing in back the death penalty I don't believe that is really the solution. The solution is really about trying to reform people. I understand that if somebody commits a crime that deserves the death penalty, may agree with somebody spending a lifetime in prison. I don't know if we have the resources to facilitate them people.
A lot of life sentences.
You understand? I don't know. But then that is where preventative measures have to be put in place, because it can't be that our only solution is to kill a man because him deserve to dead. You understand?
But Mr.
What
Watson,
about-
Watson, let's face it though, being a
Yeah.
humanitarian and all, some of them deserve it. Because when you have a man going in a house and kill 6 people and 4 of them are children, like, there's
Yeah.
no way, Sir Watson, you can really tell me that a man they deserve to keep for him life. That is just because I don't think that the death penalty is for every situation. But with the death penalty, you're going to know, say, okay, if a man do this specific thing, then
Yeah.
he should be put to death. So it can't be a willy-nilly thing. Every man will kill a man, you kill him. But I'm saying
Yeah.
there are some instances, because, Sir Watson, imagine a man in him house. Him probably do some
Yeah.
things, you know, but a man walk in and kill him 4 children plus him mother,
Yeah.
sir. Hey, man enough to live, sir. That's my
Well,
personal view upon that, sir.
but then I can look on it a different way, though,
Yeah,
not
look
teach
on
him,
it, let me see
because
it,
I
big
can
boss.
say to you that, listen, giving a man the death penalty is the easy way out for him. You understand?
Not a, and
It-
some
yeah,
man don't want to
because
get
because
still, sir, what's up?
yeah, me know, but guess what? So to me, it is the easy way out for some man. It's only that, allow him to do it to himself, and you are do it for him. You understand? So him can say, boy, Lord, forgive me. And when you do it, he must say, boy, yeah, may have a chance to go. That is if you're religious. I'm just saying. But it could be that if you make this man sit down in a prison and think about him, the act that he has done. You understand? And him go through certain little things. That to me
It's worse
probably
than
create
killing him.
yeah, worse than killing him, because you have him live with something for the rest of his life. You know, I'm just saying
I
that.
understand your perspective on the
Yeah,
thing,
and
sir,
we
Watson.
and tell you, yeah, and tell you what, I mean, don't get me wrong. I respect your views, and I know that a lot of persons would want to see this happening, but that's just not my view,
Man, I
really.
understand that totally, man. Because as I said, I am not somebody who think the death penalty will solve Jamaica crime problem like many other. It just won't. You understand? But I think it will be a deterrent for some persons, and I think it will send a message that we are not into any foolishness as a nation. But I will always tell people that the reason why we had the death penalty was because people are kill people, so you're not going to
Yeah,
stop the thing. So I just wanted to hear your view. But speaking to
yeah.
you, I
But
realized
you
that you
do,
would have taken a more humanitarian stance on it,
yeah.
though.
But you do know that, putting in implementing the death penalty won't necessarily solve the problem.
I have said that many times, sir.
Right.
Many times.
Yeah, it won't necessarily solve the problem. As we said, we have outlined, I have outlined some of the things that need to change. And, you know, Sergeant Watson, as an individual, did his part, but it has to be a concerted effort. You have to have everybody up on the one page. And as far as me see it now, I do not believe the JCF as an organization is really united in its thinking among all its members. You understand? And that is one of the biggest problems. If we can get a unified JCF who has everyone having the same goal, the same vision and the same mission, I think we actually would get to see some results. We would start seeing some results. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
Interesting. All right. You'd have spoken about Zozo. I realize I see your stance on the SOE. I was going to talk to you about its effectiveness in your mind. I locked there off. But do you think that it should have continued? I realize that you're not for the SOE, but you are more for the zones of special operations.
All right.
But read the SOE. There were 3 of them, right?
Yeah.
Do you think that they should have continued when they were discontinued?
All right. So this is my take on it. The SOE, I believe, was necessary for a period of time.
Yeah.
But it cannot be that you have a tool that is used in a situation when crime is out of hand, and you use it for curtail crime, and you just have it go on without establishing any crime fighting strategy, anything to put in place. Because you just can't remember, the SOE did a stifle
Businesses.
us financially, businesses,
True.
and yeah, and it really never looked good either. On the contrary, that we had this extended SOE just to curtail murders, for a period of time. You understand? So my take on it is that I believe that the SOE should have been extended and given time for a proper crime fighting strategy to be put in place, but not indefinitely.
Yeah.
So I don't believe that the government should now come and say, all right, we're going to implementing a SOE without giving any deadline at all. I believe that a part of being progressive is that you're going to say that, listen, we believe that we need at least 1 year of SOE, right, to curtail the current situation and to formulate a proper crime strategy. And at the end of this 1 year, we will start in the implementation process, or if it is something that is required to be implemented over the duration of the SOE. You understand? But you can't just come and establish a SOE indefinitely. That is my problem.
Yeah. And I'm
Right?
totally agreeing with you. I think
Yeah.
it served a purpose. I think there
Right.
would have been successes. As it relates to the human right aspect of it, there were some things that definitely needed to have been addressed and stuff. But I think that it might have continued for a bit longer, and it's just what it is though. But we'll see what happens as we go forward. So because we know we never plan to talk so long, and we have to go wrap up
Yeah.
soon
Yeah.
and quick. You
Yeah,
understand? We know
man.
it's a family man, you know. All right. Commissioner of Police, Major General Anthony Anderson.
Yeah.
On a scale of 1 to 10, effectiveness, effort being made, performance, how do you grade him?
All right. So I want to chat very lightly here
Yeah.
because I tell you what, I'm going to say this. The job of the commissioner is a very
It's
difficult
difficult
one.
job. Mm-hmm.
It's a very difficult one, and remember, say as me say, and me continue to emphasize this, him a inherit some dinosaur
True.
in the system. And no matter how good him be, him not gonna be able to get rid of them, you know. You understand? And you gotta have some people that resist him too because I mean he's an army man. What?
Yes, that's
Army
the
man,
next thing. Army man are doing
I
I
can
force.
run I
Yes.
can run the force, him don't
Yeah.
know nothing. So you find that kind of resistance. But um I think that based on his performance, I think that he is um I think that his performance is fairly good. I would not say that it is excellent,
Mm-hmm.
but it is fairly good. Um, as I said before, he would need the support. I think he has been doing well with the resources that he has, and as it relates to his strategies. I think he was very instrumental in the establishment of Zozo.
I know
Yeah,
that
yeah,
much.
yeah. He was very instrumental in that, and I think he has some good ideas. The problem with that is why I can't really speak to his performance, just like how I had a problem speaking to the performance of the previous two um,
Commissioners.
commissioners, is that I do not believe the commissioner of police get as much support from you know members of his executive team as much as they should have. Like I personally see some bottleneck up there where a man I said, boy, I me should I be commissioner. I bet me can do a better job.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? So him now give the support to this man because him want this man to look bad. And that is why one of the reasons my take on it was at one point, and I know a whole heap of police officer go vex with me for say this. But when I saw them put him in the commissioner's position, I said, you know what, this man should have bring at least four other people with him
From the
at the
military.
exec from the and put at the executive level where that we can get things done. You
Done
understand
with,
me? I said,
yeah. Mm-hmm.
yeah, because the problem that previous commissioners face is that everybody want to be commissioner of police. You understand? Just for the position, but nobody don't want to carry the weight.
Do
You
you
understand?
entertain that ambition though?
To be commissioner of police.
Yes.
Um, I tell you what, we all aspire to be great. And I think that for me, it's an opportunity that I probably would welcome in the future when I'm ready. That if I ever get there, I believe that, I am still evolving, I'm still learning, I'm still acquiring knowledge, you know. But I think that if it comes to that point sometime in the future, I would welcome it. You know what I mean? But I can tell you that the commissioner of police position is a very difficult one, and that is why the police commissioner gets so much money. You understand? Him get more money. Him get more money than the prime minister,
Yeah, I know that his
right?
salary is bigger than the prime minister's.
Is bigger than the prime minister because it's not an easy job. It's a
Mm.
very difficult job. And once I personally sat inside the commissioner's office, I was a previous commissioner, of a previous commissioner, and for the 10 minutes that I was in there, we only spoke for 2 minutes.
Mm.
You understand?
Busy.
Because yeah, man, very busy, and so I would say that for this commissioner, you know, slowly but surely, they're putting things in place, and over time, we'll probably see that materializing. You understand?
Yeah.
Uh, you know, so I think the important thing now is for the JCF to balance its short-term objectives with its goals,
Oh,
its
yeah.
long-term,
That's a brilliant statement,
strategies.
Sir Watson.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, boy.
So there needs to be a balance, and as a military man, you
Discipline.
know, yeah, disciplined and well trained, and I think that he should be able to get the JCF to that place.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
my
make we
view.
see. Well, for our
Yeah,
sake, I hope so. For our sake,
yeah,
I definitely hope so.
right. But as a civilian, well, I'm not a civilian too. But what do you think of the
Of the
commissioner now?
commissioner,
Yeah,
personally, I think that ground is being covered. I think that progress is being made, even though it is probably slow progress. But slow progress is better than no progress. And I think as somebody who's coming out of the military and with the experience that he has had, and he would have worked along with the high command of the police force and many intelligence operation before, so it's not like it's new to him. And one of the things
right.
that I think is in his favor, and I say this with no apologies, he's a friend of the prime minister, and I think that
Yeah,
the prime minister will not allow him to fail, and he will probably get the resources that some other commissioners before him were not afforded.
right.
That's it
Which
right there.
which Yeah, which I mean, and we have to be careful too with where that is concerned, because what we would really want, the ideal situation would be that anybody who who is in that
Has no
position
biases.
get the
Our
support that they need,
associations, yes,
regardless, you know
are
what I
who
mean?
them
And
friendly.
exactly. Unfortunately,
It is what it
that is in
is.
an ideal world.
Yes,
but
yes.
it is what it is, you know what I mean?
It is
So,
what it is. So
yeah,
that is
man.
my take. I think that he will be given the support because
Yeah,
of the people who he would have been. He was the advisor to the prime minister, the national security advisor. You understand?
right.
Before he became commissioner. So I think he will be given some. So I mean, look at the budget for the security forces this year compared to
Yeah,
the budget before. You understand?
right.
Some over $24 billion right there. You understand?
Right.
So I mean, irrespective of who is there, as long as that person understands that as Jamaican law-abiding citizens, we need to feel a sense of protection and safety, and we need to
Right.
be able to say to ourselves and our family, when we give the police information, we don't have to worry about the police them and them friend them come kick down the door and kill we. You understand? So it
Yeah.
will take time because, as I've said earlier, it would have taken us a long time to get where we are. So it will take probably the same period or even a longer time to fix the problem. You
Right.
understand? But I
I
think
agree.
he is somebody who has the skill sets to make a difference, to make the change,
Yeah.
and with the support that I think he will be given because of what I would have pointed out just now, I think that something can come out of this. And as I said,
Yeah.
for me, who will be living in Jamaica, because Mr. Watson, I have no intention of going anywhere. That's just me. You understand? I
Right.
am a
Right.
patriot. I
Right.
know you are a patriot as well, but your thing is taking you elsewhere. But for now, I
Right.
see myself in Jamaica. And for
Right.
me and my children and family and friends, I hope that this commissioner starts to get it right and somebody will come and build on that and build on that.
Right,
Just
right,
my
right.
thing. All right, Mr. Watson.
Yeah,
Your
man. So
worst moment or memory as a serving member of the Jamaica Constabulary Force?
my worst moment. Something I don't know if I can if I can really say that I've had any moment that is so bad that it's worth talking about. Um,
Interesting.
I mean, I think as it is with anything else, you will have situations, that you have to face, bad situations that you'll have to face. But really and truly, being in the JCF has been a good journey. Um, I'd say one. All right, when you say worst moment, this is something that have stood with me from it happened until now, and this is one of the things that kind of put in my mind that what, we have some people in this organization that really need to go. Um, I remember some time ago I was asked by some persons from the US to attend a presentation, and I was actually asked to be one of the presenters um, to the audience. And this audience would have had persons from the US and persons from the justice system here, like judges and prosecutors and so on. And I remember when I reached the venue in Kingston, I collected my name tag, and I was told that I would be the third speaker of the day. I went in, I was brought to my seat, I sat down. Shortly thereafter, I saw a particular commissioner, assistant commissioner of police, came inside. He looked around for a little, and when he saw me, he came over and he said, "Mr. Watson, here what happened. So when they call you, you're going to keep your seat. Do not get up. This thing is bigger than you, right? I'm
Interesting.
the commissioner of police. I'm a commissioner. I will be going up there to speak." Now, this was a presentation that has to do with lottery scamming, and
You were on
I've
the
been dealing.
ground.
I
Yes.
was always on the ground, and that's one of the main reasons I was asked to do it. But I think it was one of my worst moments because it felt a little embarrassing. I felt really undermined. He went when they called my name to make the presentation. He went up and then told the audience that this was a little bigger than me.
Oh, you actually did that.
Yes, he did that.
Yeah, I would have
And
felt undermined and
yeah,
embarrassed
it
as well.
was, yeah, I felt so embarrassed that day. I think that was one of the most embarrassing moments for me in the organization. Um, so I've had others, and as I've always said this, teach them that I got more respect from my colleagues, from my lateral ranks and ranks
Mm-hmm.
below me,
Mm-hmm.
than from persons at the executive level. And I often say I don't know what kind of a threat I present to these persons, why I was dealt with the way I was dealt with at times. But
Stop the man them
it is,
food, sir. What's
yeah, it is what it is. You know what I mean? And so that was, so if I was to talk about the most embarrassing time for me or the worst time for me in the organization, it would be that. Everything else, it's. I mean, I believe that my experiences as a police officer during the execution of my duties were just things that I'd expect. You know, there were no surprises for me going out there as a police because I saw it. I saw it all. I've seen persons being riddled with gunshots.
mm-hmm.
I've been on murder scenes where you know a man and his wife was shot. A woman shot in her head while cringing her pillow. I've seen, children being shot. Like I've seen it all serving in the JCF. So there was, you know, it's just something that you came to really live with, as a police officer. I mean, it was tough sometimes. You go back home, sometimes you can't sleep because of what you saw during the day, during executing your duty. So I know it's really tough for police officers, you know. So yeah.
Alright, so what would have been your most memorable moment? Probably most gratifying or satisfying, or that one moment where every time you remember you smile and you feel a sense of achievement as a serving member of the Jamaica Constabulary Force.
Oh boy, teach them. The Jamaican people make me feel that every single day. And so to pinpoint any one moment, it would be very difficult because I'm going to tell you something. If it was only for the Jamaican people that show them gratitude and appreciation, I probably would have said, you know what?
I can't.
This school thing can stay. Me I go stay with the organization because I tell you, Jamaicans, I love them. I love Jamaicans. I am made. I feel like a hero every day I go out there, and I'm going to be honest with you. I feel the love from the Jamaican people. I get it every single day. Every time I go out and somebody see me, them say, "Boy, Mr. Watson, good work. We appreciate you." And that alone make me all day. You understand? Me no want nothing else but that. When me go out there and a Jamaican come up to me and say, "Boy, Mr. Watson, you're doing a great job." That alone is good enough for me. So I
Me know
experienced
them
those.
way as a teacher still.
Yeah, man. So you realize that it's hard for you to pinpoint a single moment where one situation make you feel good because every time you go out there, you have a Jamaican,
I love.
yeah, where show love and make you feel good. You know what I mean? So I love my Jamaican people. A lot of Jamaicans want to see Jamaica get better, and I saw that while serving as a police officer. You understand?
The Royal General asked if you have ever sought psychological help to deal with some of the things that you would have seen.
Um, I'm going to tell you something. I'm a very strong person psychologically. Um, I've never sought out psychological help, but I'm a man who have a very strong belief in God. And, I grew up in a Christian family. My mother is a praying mother. You understand? And usually if I'm feeling down, me just need to talk to my mother. And she tell me, say, "Boy, son, just bow your head and I'm going to say a prayer." And by the time she done pray, me good again.
Ready again for your road.
Ready again for the road. You
Alright.
understand? But I've never really got to that point where me I said to myself, say, "Boy, you know, me need psychological help. Me can't deal with this." No. I think when you have a deep faith in God and trust in God and you grow up a particular way, you understand? It helps you to deal with a whole heap of these things. So, yeah.
So I know that I asked you if you entertain any thoughts in the future of being commissioner, but will you ever be back, separate and apart from the commissioner work, if that opportunity ever presents itself? Will you ever be back serving as a member of the Jamaica Constabulary Force? Can you foresee that? Or that is just out of the window?
I will never say never. And I tell you something, I've seen persons who have left the organization and come back and, go back in the organization and they're making a difference. So I would never say never. I mean, I would entertain it in the future, of course. I mean, as I said before, I love my country. And if I'm being placed in a position to make a difference, of course, I would consider it. let me say this. The JCF is a good organization, and you have good people in the organization. Jamaica is a wonderful little country, and anything that I can do to make a contribution to make my country great, I will do it. So
Amen, brother.
I will never, ever say never. And how can I stay away from Jamaica? Eh? It's a beautiful, sweet little country to live, and I'm not going to beat around the bushes with that.
Mhm.
It's a nice country, understand? We just, as most Jamaicans would have said, you know, we just need little money when you're there, Jamaica. You understand me? I
Just
say
need to survive.
it is for survive, and you're good.
Yeah, you're good.
A very wonderful place, man. So, if it's God's will, after pursuing all of these goals, I honestly intend to pursue a PhD, and not because I believe that it is going to help me career wise, but it is just a goal that I have had you know in me from ever since. You understand that the end goal for me is to achieve that level of education. And once I've achieved that, then I know that one of my main goals would have been achieved. That's it for me.
And as an educator, I can only respect that. And I
Yeah,
know that speaking to you, even before we started the interview, that you are a driven person. And I'm sure that
yeah,
one day I'll interview you again and I'll say, Dr. Kevin Watson. Ain't it?
yeah, man. Of course.
So just go and push it. See, now you're gonna wrap
Yes,
me.
my
I'll give you
brother.
the last words, but from one Jamaican patriot, from one Jamaican civil servant to a former one, I just want to take the opportunity to say, well done on all the wonderful work that you would have done, all the contribution you would have made to this country. We need many, many, many more Jamaicans with the vision, with the courage, with the fight, and with the integrity that you have, and we will become the great nation that we should have been, or still can be. You understand? And
Yeah,
whatever endeavor you take on now, I wish for you all the best, for you and the family all the best. And I am sure that one day, for some strange reason, I know you're not tell me explicitly, but when the commissioner job come up again, me go hear say Dr. Kevin Watson would have applied.
well, let us see. I mean, as I said before, we don't know what the future holds, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I want to thank you for inviting me on the program. I've been watching some of your videos, and I like the work. I like what you've been doing with the channel and so on. And I really appreciate you reaching out to me through Jay Chrissy. Jay
Mm-hmm.
Chrissy, big up yourself. Jay Chrissy is one of my regular viewers. So thank you very much for having me on your program, and we keep the link.
Yes, Father Watson. A simple one,
Yeah,
true man.
man.
I really
All
appreciate
right.
see you take some time for come through and pass through and the link live, man. So just go and do great things, and we're there.
All right, my
Walk good,
brother.
my brother.
Yeah, take care. Yeah, man.
Blessings.
Yeah.
Yes, I people. Me I go my bed. Like you could have never want me to talk after all of that. I mean, want to stay still. You understand? Funny enough, the last statement where Sir Watson make me get a notification say screen quality has been decreased because your internet connection has dropped. I don't know, but God is a good God. Yes, He is. J. Chrissy, big up your damn self. You know what I mean? You know what thing go. Peeps, me tired. I want to go to my bed like. You see me I say, I take out them earbuds because I don't have to listen. Yes, I want to clean door. But I have to listen up there so again. Me say, I'm tired. So peeps, say, at this there, Sergeant Kevin Watson, formerly of the Jamaica Anti-Latches Scam Task Force and the major organized crime investigative division of the Jamaica Constabulary Force. Wonderful gentleman, wonderful personality. You understand, a patriot, a server of his nation. He would have been moving on now. We wish him all the best, and hopefully one day we can have a next reason with him when he would have become self-actualized. You know the thing go. You understand what I say? So all the best, Sir Watson. Really and truly appreciate the support. You know what thing go? Mr. Watson have a channel. Yes, DS Electronics Unlimited, the Noble Cop. Yeah, man, so you can go over there go check out that, you know. So, peeps, what time, you know, 7:30, me have plantation in the morning, you know, thing, you know. But me going to run through some things before we cut out. We talk about some things earlier. I will also upload the interview by itself, probably later tonight or tomorrow. You understand? So some people can, but I say, what's the data? So you never see me listen. So him did ask himself a question, I'm impressed, but I could have, who you miss? Yeah, so he said just right TV, part few. Because you're gonna. Alright, peeps. So we talk about the AK-47 rifle. And before we go any further, the persons who are here for the first time, I know Stefan Fiddler did pass through. That was one of my students when I taught at another institution back in the days. Big up yourself, Stefan. But it's so when you're reaching on the team, but I couldn't. You understand me? I say short you out. So I don't know if you're still there. All the persons who are here for the first time, welcome to the channel. Really and truly appreciate your support. I know many persons come across just to say, Father Watson, them people, them open and subscribe. You understand what I say? And thing. For the people them now who are going to stay with you for a little while now, you don't know a thing, you know. We have to go big up a second channel. Jamaica, now run left here. Land of food and water, not no shorter. So please, the persons who don't know, I have a second channel, Jamaica, where I detail bits and pieces of Jamaica. You understand? Scenes, sounds, and sights across the island. You need to go across. And so the people that want to subscribe yet, we need to go subscribe. You understand what I say? You don't know the rest of the thing going on. For the persons who want to be contributors to the channel, that is the Patreon account. See, you don't know me, I drop a PayPal account. It's work, me I work. You understand what I say? Me never come here to have a jerk chicken. You understand? For the persons who want something related to the channel, some apparel, clothes, bags, cups, go check out the merch store and cop something. You understand what I say? Big up to the people them who buy things out of the merch store already and show me the picture of them and them something there. You know what I think? We appreciate it. But peace. Remember the second channel, Jamaica, really and truly would appreciate your support over there. Manners and respect. You understand what I say? Yeah, man. Some come move on and on, groove on and on. You see me? And peeps, it's the first time I use back my streaming software for about 2 months and now. It go on all up. You understand? Even though I get a notification just now. But we are going to fight. You understand what I say? Ready again. We ready now. Alleged robber shot dead by licensed firearm holder in St. Andrew. News has never been sweeter than that. Lisa, Nayamiki, want me pronounce that correctly? You understand? Scotty, you want to contribute, man. You understand what I say? As much as you want. See? What you say? Your money to teach. Boy, I don't know about that in a ball of Douglas. You see me I say? Starbright, blessings. The guys from Portmore, Claire. Good evening, my friend. See, all the people them are there. Big up on yourself, you know. Amazon Media TV, JDN, DS Electronics Unlimited, Article Woman, Bala Douglas, Devon McFarlane, Ari. I big up Ari earlier. See, this is some people that chat some crap earlier. One brother we call Sergeant Watson Cooley boy. You know him get black and cement. I know there something for black one next brother, but you understand? I pre-way man say so I couldn't just black him car uno for black him. I have to see what him do. You understand what I say? Yeah man, so peace, big up on yourself. You see me? Somebody just contribute to PayPal. See? I don't know if they want me to call out them names, so I can't do. But the person who just contributed to PayPal, but just see the notification come up on my phone, really and truly appreciate that something. Yeah, so the thing work. You understand? So, blessings, my friend. You see me? I'll respond to you personally later. Queen is 7. Walk one. Diamond Clark. Everything good. So watch me now, peeps. Alleged robber shot dead by a licensed firearm holder in St. Andrew. News have never been sweeter. You understand what I say? So a man who allegedly held up and attempted to rob a female student. I don't know if the student is a high school student or a tertiary student, but they say it's a student. And them says a female student. Then, in Avondale, St. Andrew on Thursday afternoon was shot dead by a licensed firearm holder. Marvin Davis, blessings in the family. Juicy J, Wagwan. You see me? Another man who is believed to have been an accomplice of the alleged robber was apprehended during the incident. So the deceased remained unidentified. Reports are that about 3:30 p.m. the student was walking along Highland Drive in the community when 2 men traveling on a motorcycle allegedly attacked her. So reports are that the men held up the female and demanded that she handed over her valuables. Now, information suggested that a licensed firearm holder was driving past and saw what was going on. Went to the aid of the young lady. I don't know exactly how it go, but him shot one of them. You understand? Seeing apparently him did a go must say ride off or something because the bike over so him over so and a good thing. You understand what I say? I'm go look work. I don't know more time. So because anything could happen, them could have stab the girl or shoot the girl or kidnap the girl, rape the girl. I don't know. You understand? Well done to the license firearm holder. Jason Jones, pick up yourself in a family. You understand what I say? Jason, man I say no. Seeing? Man commits suicide after killing woman in Whitehall Avenue. About 2 weeks ago, we talked about a situation where a 47-year-old man killed a 22-year-old female because he said she want to go to a funeral. We seen a situation now where a next man killed him common law wife. So a 47-year-old woman was shot and killed by a man said to be her common law husband in Whitehall, St. Andrew on Friday. Boy, I tell you. The man later used the gun to take his own life. The police are reporting. So 2 licensed firearm holder that you know kill them spouse or them girlfriend or them common law people and then kill themselves, you know. You understand what I say? Miss Joan Gray, how are you, Empress? Hope you're okay, you know. The man now, the deceased has been identified as Susan, 47-year-old, Zane, and the dead man, Gary Puranda, a 49-year-old resident of Chesterville Avenue in Kingston. James Bond, when I deal with Big Brother Eli Kelly, man, as you know. You understand what I say? Essentially, shoot himself first, Scotty. So reports are at about 10 p.m. The couple were at a premises in Whitehall Avenue when an argument developed. May I give you some more information about it in our view. It is reported that during the heated exchange, the man pulled his licensed firearm and shot the woman. Minutes later, he then shot and killed himself. The police were called to the area by residents who heard explosions and a search conducted and the bodies of the 2 were found. Zane, teach, no green tonight, green fit here. Somebody see me, I did an interview with Nationwide, I think, or Power 106, I don't remember which one of them. Power 106, in a Jamaican shirt, you know, you understand? And a man say, oh, labor right, boy, and a green and labor right color. I say, someone I hear that, you know. But no green tonight, you know, Empress, because you know what thing go. You understand? I can't wear the same shirt every night, mommy. Yeah, people are going to say me no clothes like that. Yeah, man. So, based on the same incident, you know, breakup reportedly behind murder-suicide in St. Andrew. You understand what I'm saying? So, sources claim that the woman had decided to move out of the house where she and her common-law husband were staying. I also have information, not substantiated information though, that said that the woman had called her father to help her move out of the premises. And reports are suggesting that the man killed the woman in front of her daddy. You understand? So, I don't know. So, we say about 10 p.m. now, the couple was at the premises in Whitehall when the argument developed. Zane, the man pulled him gun and kill her. So, I don't know how the situation read that still. Zane, if the lady, boy, I don't know, the lady move out, and make she move, go on family, you shoot the lady, then you kill yourself. Like, I don't get it still. Miss Jennifer Chan, how are you? Ansness, want to go on family? Zane? Boy, I don't know. TD, so why you never directly to that interview? You know, say that interview there was never planned. I was Jamaica Day, you know, and the radio station was there. And them said them a interview people and the principal said me have to go talk. So that she boss, so me go talk. You understand what I say? And thing. And him asked me wanted to become a teacher. That was one of the questions. I mean, the interview was all about teaching and them something there. So I just share the part upon my status and on Instagram and on them place there. I mean, they put it on my YouTube story one night time. So I need to look out for them look things. I think I'm going to post a few more things from my YouTube story from time to time. Show me what I go on. You see me I say? So speaking about people that kill people, I know our next story. Love triangle leads to man's death. You know the love triangle them. We're turning a bang them. People get strong with them. You know what I think? Investigators attached to the St. Andrew North Police Division believe that it is only a matter of time before they apprehend the prime suspect in a fatal stabbing incident which claimed the life of a farmer last Friday in Golden Spring Square. The incident has sent tongues wagging in the West Rural community, and according to residents, it may have stemmed from a love triangle. And them say streamer buffer, I don't know. Streamer act up, buffering. I don't know, it looks smooth on my side of the fence, so I don't know what I go on with that. You understand? Oh, yes, I watch it. Well, that The interview was about 5 minutes. That's just a little snippet. Then I'm gonna bring bits and pieces of it from time to time to you guys. You know anything go. The place was windy and my colleague would have videoed it with my phone, the channel phone. So the it's not the audio quality kind of poor sometimes. So that's why I'm not really sure the entire thing. You understand? Them say the streamer act up. I don't know. Teach him, I think it's more of stress, I can tell you. Well, you say stress, Amazon Media TV, but then family like, you kill her. I one or two things. Well, him kill for himself, but then now you're gone to prison. It don't make no sense, brother. Yellow, where you did family? Step in the razor. Jamaica cannot get better because the way how people think. I don't disagree with the brother, because I say the three biggest problem with the country is politics, corruption, corrupt politicians, corrupt police, and the mindset of us as a people. You understand what I say? So watch out now, peeps. So information is that the deceased man and his attacker had been in a dispute before the day of the incident. Reports from the Constant Spring police are that about 4:50 p.m. last Friday, the two men had an altercation and the attacker used a knife to stab the other man. The police were alerted. The man was then rushed to hospital where he was pronounced dead. So a source now close to the investigation said that the man is known as a quiet person. We soon hold him, that are the suspect. Is the man who dead was the aggressor. Him draw a knife on him first. And a boast about it. They had a run-in a few days before. The next youth is known to be a quiet person. On the day, I guess him just couldn't take it anymore and lost control. It would only help his case if him turn himself into the police, the source said. See? So other people are saying now, him catch the man up on him yard, see? And him take away himself. So him catch the man up on the man yard and him take away himself. You understand? Him go catch the man again at Golden Spring Square and stab him. I told you from up here, you know. But boy, you see how the woman powerful. Probably he would have killed all the girl too if he did catch her. So the CCU now, which is the Corporate Communications Unit of the Jamaica Constabulary Force, Zane, is saying that them can't reach or find the brother. So based on what I get for understand you say, you know, the man was dead. The man was dead. God, what next man yeah, they want to look like? Zane and the man take away himself and buck up on him and some boy, I don't know. Ah, boy. I don't know. But talk to you man them regularly, you know, say, yo, if you need a relationship with a man and you feel like so don't need to cheat, you better not just left him man and be done with it, because somebody are going to end up dead somewhere along the way. Because at this way, man, they made dead, you know. See, so enough of this blame should be attributed. I know so enough man are going to blame the man and know, say my girl clone and thing. It probably is that. But say, you know, if a woman initiate certain things, anything never need to reach us. So neither. You feel what I say? So I don't know a two-sided thing. You understand? And then so now you can't go a man yard go do things neither, because you were dead too. You feel what I say? No man, I never scotty record. If she tell us a lie, she a tell. You understand? So I don't know still. I don't know. You see? So peeps, this morning on the second channel, I upload a video with Backroad there. You understand? I'm a place. You see and thing. No Royal General running a look ownership, but I have a title for run a Backroad. I don't know what I'm to him still. And funny enough, you know, I got to talk about a situation where you run a Backroad, where there was a shooting around by a Backroad the other day. You understand? And the police would have identified the deceased. Extortionist killed on the job on Backroad. Extortionist killed on the job on Backroad. So the St. Catherine South police have reported that last Wednesday's fatal shooting of a man who has since been identified only as Short Man, I'm telling you about that name these days, you know, of the infamous Umbrella Gang in Portmore was a major breakthrough into the ongoing extortion racket targeting prostitutes along the red light district of Backroad, officially Port Henderson Road in the parish. I know so when I do that video today, because somebody link me and I said, TH, you know, say a Port Henderson Road in here. You know, so when me look on a map of Jamaica still, which part back road there, and I really Port this road, that's a name, you know, that's a name Fort Augusta Drive. Port this road start from down, and now go head this, go cross, go out to Grange Lane, meet Grange Lane out and go to Spanish Town out this. I could be wrong still. But based on the map, because I go check it out, that is why in the video I tag Fort Augusta Drive instead of Port this road. But I guess that's something I don't know, I'm not sure. I need to go figure that out. You understand what I say? And thing. So watch out now. So them I say the man was targeting prostitutes along the red light district of Back Road, officially Port Henderson Road in the parish. So reports are at about 12:30 p.m. Saying the police team from the St. Catherine South Division was engaged in a standoff at a hotel along Back Road, during which Shortman was shot and killed. So a revolver was recovered during the incident, in which a policeman from the division's special operations team was also shot. I think he was hit in his neck, yeah? So the injured officer was hit in the throat and had to be hospitalized for the injury. I don't know his condition at this time still. You understand what I say? The officer, Shortman, has been identified as having been a henchman of the Umbrella Gang, who was part of a network of men in the business of demanding extortion money from prostitutes along Back Road. You understand what I say? So reports are that when the demands were not met, the prostitutes were subjected to savagery, including knife slashes to their faces. You understand? So, I don't know. Patrick Bolt, Wagwan family. What about Back Road video at night? You know, say, about 3 different times I try to make that video there, but every time I grow on there, it's either me too early or me too early. You understand? You know, I don't really know a Back Road time like that still. So I kind of adjust the time from me go along. I have about 2 different recordings of Back Road, but you know, Back Road not get hot until certain hours at night. When I figure it out, I do that. But it's a forward, man. Now your head. You understand? They have hotels in Portmore. Say what now? Yeah, man. You have a number. I look at hotel around Back Road at J. Chrissy, man. You understand? I don't know if you want to go around one still, but them have them. You see me? What was he extorting? Money, Sophia. See? Triple murder rocks me up in Clarendon. I just run me around 3 topic them in the peeps. Because them time I didn't wrap up the stream and now I just start stream. You understand what I say? Man says same day I invest some time as usual. Rockslock Stevie, what you deal with? Residents of Maypen in Clarendon were jolted by news of a triple murder there on Thursday night. See, in the deceased, somebody did talk about all of them things from Friday night, but you know what thing go. The deceased are 3 men, including 2 brothers, who were killed by unknown assailants on Chapperton Road in the town. So the men have been identified as Jerome Williams, 27-year-old, and Calvin Williams, both of Comfort District in Clarendon, and Bartholomew Blair, 41 of Barton's District in St. Catherine. Scotty, you know Bartholomew? Reports from the Maypen police are that about 8:30 p.m. citizens heard explosions and summoned the police. On their arrival, a motor vehicle was seen with 2 bodies inside, and one of the men was found outside the unit. All the men had gunshot wounds. I don't know why them kill them, so police will investigate. Andrew Ramos, so I go on family. See? And thing. So 3 in a Clarendon, 9 in a Westmoreland. But I did 8 first and then them kill one next one. 8 shot, 3 fatally at a bar in Westmoreland. Everybody dead. 8 of them dead. You understand? And you realize I'm not doing no video about the 3 in a Clarendon or the 9 in a Westmoreland. I'm tired of them dead video. They like, my channel is an obituary channel. You understand? A death announcement situation. So I'm going to kind of take a break off of that. See? You sure you don't know Back Road time? Now that me just a Scotty. You know it. You know it. If you know it, you tell me. You understand? So subsequently, the Westmoreland police would have released a list detailing 13 of the parish's most wanted men. No, 24 of the parish's most wanted men. And 13 persons of interest. I would have done an individual video for that. And thing, Chudes Blake said, if this are the face behind the video, yeah, me open and too disappointed with the face here and Miss Blake. I hate me have. You understand what I say? So really and truly appreciate the support. I see I have a little thing with some red hair with an art like, so it look like, you understand? I know that look emoji there. You understand? So really and truly appreciate the continued support in the Empress Blake. I think it's the first time I'm seeing you commenting as well. So welcome to the stream. and really and truly appreciate your support. You understand? Peeps, we no welcome Chude's Blake for me. I think she name probably named Chudy and Blake. Dada Fru, want go on family? Oh, Scotty, you don't know what time. Find out and make me know then, no? Yeah, you say you know, say me know. Police should patrol back road regular. Police normally patrol around the regular, you know. A regular then scrape up man and go lock them up. You understand? Gamba Arsen, want go on family? My Gambian brother, everything good, sir. Zane, and also subsequently releasing the name of the 24 most wanted men in the parish and the 13 persons of interest. Sections of the capital, Savannah Lamar would have been under curfew. I think the curfew would have ended when? I don't remember. Friday? Sometime Friday? I think so. So, I be a madness going out there, say, yeah, man. And thing. I can't bother. I saw someone you talk about. I don't know what you talk about. I appreciate that break too much sometimes. Yeah, Jay, man, I have to take a break from the murder thing, man. You understand what I say? Like, it exhausting mentally. You see me? And thing. Them need more police in Westmoreland. I think they would have sent more resources down there, Zane, and things. So I don't know what the situation out there say, brother. Wild West. You understand? I don't know. Zane, so peeps, I would have done videos detailing this. You know that Andre Godfrey, Blessings family, Kofi Simpson. What you deal with? Where you say Xavier in the building too? Kofi, big up yourself. For the first time I see you on the stream and brother, peace. I want to take some time out for welcome and my little brother from back in our college days, Kofi. You understand? You must say Xavier there too, but I don't see Xavier name in our stream. Unless the two of them the one place I watch. I want to watch on different phone. You understand? Any update on Father Fall? You know, I have something in my notes here, so the police have said them a search for suspects and thing. But that, you know the Father Fall thing, I just keep the thing vanilla. I don't add no color to it. Anything where mainstream media report, I stick to that. I don't know who want to kill him, I don't know who kill him, I don't know who I got dead for it, I don't know nothing about it. You understand what I say? Because sometimes you say trouble and leave trouble alone, you answer. So I just work with one mainstream media. If you not did them, I not go lucky. You understand? Me have some information, some voice note from the day one. Me dash them and me even keep them in my phone. You understand what I say? I did some thing there. See it? And thing. See me? Fitzroy Miller. Big up yourself and a family. So you know somebody kind of leave too love to about that topic anymore neither still. But Dr. Lynvale Bloomfield, we know that he was murdered, and a 21-year-old male would have been detained and questioned, then released, then rearrested. He has been officially charged with murder. His name is Simeon Sutherland. Some media outlets report him name as Simeon Sutherland, some as Anthony Sutherland. I don't know if him name Simeon Anthony Sutherland or Anthony Simeon Sutherland, but him name Sutherland, yes, sir. And then lucky one. He was 21. I think he's the father of two children and thing. Zane. So he would have admitted to police investigators that he would have been in the company of the doctor hours before he was murdered, but he would have denied knowing anything about the doctor's death. Report also, no, they said place I watch it thing. I see already now. Xavier, big up yourself in the X. Manners and respect in a brother. You understand me? I say, and Kofi, big up yourself in a local bro. You know the thing, you know. We appreciate the support like that. Blessings. You see me? So watch you now. The police are suggesting that he was arrested because scientific evidence, as what the report suggests, would have tied him to the scene, because me have one police report where I highlight a few other things apart from the two knives and the blooded vest and the nude body that was recovered at the scene. But something that just make them stay with them there. Leishel Lyons, good evening sis, how are you? It's great to see you, hope you are okay. A long time I don't see you now. You understand? I don't know you're there, but I'm glad to see you. That have one Prince, teach them. Just vet to lawless teach. Jamaica just get too lawless. Boy, he thinks that way. You understand? You see me? So him tell the police that he would have had a close relationship with the doctor. You understand me? I say and something. So forensic evidence would have tied him to the murder scene. I know some people say so all regular people don't get them investigation. Yeah? It's not me that lead the investigation. Me only tell you what me hear. You understand me? I say? So Jay I say, or was it a robbery? But Jay, remember the police them have on phone with some voice note and some videos where a man a demand a car to be rented for him, a cell phone to be bought for him, and $40,000. You understand? Somebody don't know that it was a robbery. You understand? And the man a say him and the doctor did friends. Good friends. You understand? May I leave that right where they right this, you know, because thing that stress me like. You understand? 4 cops held and fingered in $17 million jewelry heist in Hellshire, worth US $5,500 was also stolen. A story is a long story. It's a old woman and a old man them rob and thing. The police then lock up before them. I know one of them probably see the story somewhere, read the story somewhere and thing. So big up on yourself. Me no want go through all of that, you know. One story I want to talk to you about, I know, peeps. That one here. See? You know that one here, I have to make Jamaica to rot it. Me I pray in Jamaica to rot it now go come tomorrow night either, because me got tired. Tomorrow I eat there at school and them something. Yes, Scotty, the man them says scientific evidence. It's not me right the reporting I miss. You understand? What me figure say them a talk about forensic evidence, DNA testing. You understand what I'm saying? And thing. See? So you know what I think? In recent times on this channel I would have covered stories where sons kill their fathers and thing. Chop up them father, shoot them father, them something. Boy Jay, nah see that one for what it is. But alright Jay, you understand what I say? I mean it clear as day Jay, but you understand what I say? You look the wrong way. You see me? Touching down to J.A. this summer. Alright, start bright, I see a word you know. You see me? He say he came cheap, 40 grand. Watch me now, peeps. Man allegedly placed bounty on Kingston businessman's head. You know the businessman are who? The businessman is his father. Scotty, the report said the 4 police got fingered in the robbery. May I read what the report says? It's not me, righty. You understand what I say? Auntie. You know what I would be read the article. Teespring back online. Alright, peace. Teespring did kind of brought down today. Them did say them do some maintenance work on the site. So if you did go, I know you never go to. You understand? So like I go plan for go to Teespring or buy 2 shirts we teach them funny. You know, like I say more and do some Jamaica things in there and do some more shirt and thing and I can't reach on to it. But me I get one look at holiday and a week there come. You understand? Me I gonna need Wednesday. Well, me can't even go rest Wednesday. I go rest about Thursday and about Friday I do some more work because the Jamaica Karate video I do this last week. I could probably do one late in the week here. I don't know man. I want a work when I have to work. Like God work. You understand? It's a way, but you know what thing go. And thing, hey boss, you don't hear about the Jamaican girl that got murdered in Antigua by the police. Yeah man, you know me hear about it in a father poil. But say true, some things you not get to talk about all that. There's also a Jamaican girl from Portland who was gone missing in Texas. And me supposed to do that video there after me done that stream here. Me do the voiceover already and thing just to do the rest of the hard work on that. So hopefully by about 10 o'clock that video there up and out. You understand what I say? So, and then I want to upload the interview section of the stream with Kevin Watson before I go to my bed tonight. So, I have some work to do. Plus, I have plantation tomorrow. You understand? So now, a man who allegedly placed a hit on his own father, a well-known Kingston businessman, I don't know which businessman. But Father Clive, I got discuss that situation there. Because I have a next situation for discussing, but I got save it for you next time. Where Senator Rural Reid, Minister of Education, is proposing a policy paper with the intention of muzzling and gagging government workers from speaking about politics and politicians. I'm going to say this right yes or no. I'm going to up on my principal I watch, there still, but I'm going to say it now. You understand? The moment that bill ever see the light of day is the moment I hand in my resignation as a teacher. Zin? So basically the policy paper is being designed to say that teachers, lawyers, doctors, some other people should not partake in discussion on politics in relation to the government. Very dictatorial if you ask me. But I've said before, I've done a video saying I think 5 instances that shows that the Jamaica Labour Party is a creeping dictatorship and people bash me for it. But never mind. I say the moment that policy paper ever see the light of day is the moment me hand in my resignation. Because you can't have me earn daycare money and then you have to tell me, say, me can't come talk about politics. And you know that going to affect me directly because I talk about politics. You understand what I say? So, by them time, them find piece of land in our country, where me can go raise some hog pan. Me I tell you. You see me? Me say, the more... I don't believe me still. I don't believe me when me talk more time, but it's alright. Because teaching thing is not really worth it most of the time, and you just do it for the love. That me I tell you. I want to help your country. But nothing else no night. Nothing else night, you know. You see me? And Rural Reid is a man who would have spoken against various governments, especially when he was JTA president and that thing. You understand what I say? Them something there. So, I don't know. But I will do some more in-depth research on that thing before me talk about it, you know. Because, you know, hold on. Watch me, I know. Hold on, I think I can find it somewhere. Let me read the phone. Boom, so. Boom, so. See if I can find it. There, you know. There about the young. Latest news. Latest news there? I don't think. Hold on, boom, so. No. Lead story. Back there, so. Soon find it. Soon find it. Come like you last you know still, but I know if I find it when I want to find it still. You understand? No, you know, I'm going to read a story the phone before I go any further. Because you want to know, say, well, read policy paper for civil servants. Let me see if I can find it. 4 days ago, that looked like a hit. See if I can find it. No, I don't want it from that. I want it from this. Shit. Okay, yeah, I'm fine. I tell you that they can't nothing from me, you know. Listen this now. Gag order. Ministry may muzzle politically active educators. I don't know politics still, but watch me now. Seeking to make good on his promise to formulate a code of conduct for politically active public sector educators. The Rural Reid led ministry, but Rural Reid is a politically active educator. Rural Reid is on secondment from Jamaica College to the Ministry of Education until 2021. Zin, we know that lady, Keisha Hale, who would have run against Dr. Nigel Clark in our St. Andrew seat, is a principal for one school somewhere. But hold on now. The Rural Reid-led Ministry of Education has outlined a raft of proposed regulations which include clauses muzzling board chairmen, teachers, and principal from criticizing the ministry. I'm going to read that again. I'm going to read that again. Very slowly. The Rural Reid-led Ministry of Education has outlined a raft of proposed regulations, which include clauses muzzling board chairmen, TEACHERS, teachers, of which I am one, and principals from criticizing the ministry. So you are telling me the moment I become a teacher, I cannot disagree or speak publicly about my disagreement with a policy from the Ministry of Education? You must be dreaming. You're madman. Teachers or principals who are politically active are restricted from criticizing the programs and policies of the Ministry of Education in any media, including social media, unless it is in the context of a public meeting of the teachers' union or any other non-political forum. One proposed clause in the concept paper developed earlier this month reads, yes, it's like a media talk about. The proposed regulations also warn that teachers or principals who are active in politics can be sanctioned if they fail to follow policy directives or allow their biases to affect the implementation of ministry policies or the running of their schools. We can understand that, because your political persuasion or affiliation should not determine what you do as a leader. But when me as a teacher, you tell me, say, me can't criticize the ministry, then you must be mad. You must be mad, man. Before some go plant can. Right. Hold on, I don't read this now. Listen to this now. It will be a disciplinary offense for such conduct and shall be considered professional misconduct. Read the document. So in an interview last month, Reid had called for both cabinet and the parliamentary opposition to mull over the formulation of the code of conduct, including monitoring educators' social media activities. You hear that? Monitoring educators' social media activities. That is communism. Watch me now. The former Jamaica College headmaster argued then that there has been some latitude for teachers to be politically active while they are still employed, but there is no code of conduct. Where's the code of conduct for politicians, Mr. Reid? But hold on there, sir. So I am signaling, signal the plane, that outside of board appointments for good governance, that is a conversation that we need to have, he indicated then. Who are you, sir? Because me and you not having that conversation, because that don't make no sense. Empress Love, who want to watch can watch. You understand? Honey in her skin, big up yourself in the family. Watch me now. It is a good time for us to have that conversation and an agreement between the parties as to how and when teachers, principals, vice principals who become counselors, caretakers, they will have to conduct themselves while they still remain in the employ and payment of the government. The Education Ministry paper also details a plan to outlaw principals and board chairmen at the same school from both being active in politics. Me not no issue with that, but alright. The concept paper says it will be considered a breach of good governance where there is an active principal in a named political office and board chairman is a fellow active member of the said association or organization or from opposite political organization. Where this conflict arises, the board chairman should resign or the minister shall exercise regulation 79.3 to remedy the situation. Hold on. So regulation 79.3 gives the minister the power to revoke the appointment of a school board chairman. Sir Leslie Thompson, let me get a clear understanding of what you're trying to say in a family. I mean, I like to understand it. You understand? Yeah. Watch me, you know. Reed's call on January the and listen this in on peeps. I want to listen this in. Listen me. Reed's call on January 30th for a code of conduct coincided with a blow up over Ryan Simpson, a principal of Belmont Academy in Westmoreland who had been seconded to St. Andrew Technical High School 2 years ago. Reed had slammed Simpson for imposing a $50 fine on students who arrived at school late, which drew Simpson's anger. Reed now, in WhatsApp messages on January 30 to Donna Parchment Brown, Jamaica's political ombudsman, had asked her to intervene and sanction Simpson. He cited principal of Padmore Primary, Keisha Hale. Now, Keisha Hale is a People's National Party activist, as I said. Watch this now. He cited principal of Padmore Primary, Keisha Hale, who unsuccessfully ran against the Jamaica Labour Party's Dr. Nigel Clark, for remaining the People's National Party's caretaker in Northwest St. Andrew, while having Elaine Foster Allen as the school's board chairman. Foster Allen, a former permanent secretary under Reed, is now chairman of the People's National Party Education Commission. No, you tell me. I have nothing more to say about this, you know. I have nothing more to say about this. But the moment them do that is when them lose a wonderful teacher of geography. I can tell them that. They must be mad. Tell me what me if you say. I'm not a boy. Me not a student. Me is a big man, sir. Jamaica 2, Chile 2. Match still going on. Me didn't want to watch a match about you know what thing go. You understand what I say? So me did have to drop in that. I want to sit down and discuss that today, because that have some implications where you boy I don't know. You see me I say? And thing. But tell me when me if you say you can criticize the ministry because the ministry pay you. It's like you tell me so me can't criticize my wife because it's my wife. Or me can't criticize my mother because it's my mother. What you mean? What you mean? Let me not get it. What you mean? Because if my mother do something with me not agree with, I mean to talk to her, I'm going to talk to her. If when I am married, I something where I have to, I going to talk about it. If I girlfriend do I something where I need to talk to her, I going to talk to her. So what you mean me can't talk to the ministry? Because me is a ministry employee. Me say, me have a start look piece of land, you know, because you see right, you know, joke thing, you know, depending on the country, you know. I understand what I'm up to. From the day I was born, I never been to see these things. Eh? We have too many offices in the government. Yo. So you know, back to that story. When I said the man put a hit on him father. It has been reported that cops, acting quickly on intelligence received, thwarted the attempted murder and intercepted the hitman. So the hitman now is being interviewed, but by all accounts, he will be formally charged with conspiracy to commit murder. A representative of the Corporate Communications Unit said. So a police source said that cops held the gunman and found incriminating voice notes in his phone, which led to the detention of the man who allegedly instigated the hit and who is the son of the Kingston businessman. Both men are in custody and will be questioned by cops at the Constant Spring Police Station. It's a Friday then question them because I did do this on Friday night. You understand what I say? The man that want to kill him own daddy. You know see? That go on. You see me? Yes, sir. So two more things I know we have to do with the education system. You see me? And we love to talk about say youth, this and youths that are no opportunity, no for youths and no business with nobody. High rate of absenteeism worry CXC. Now I explain that. It means that you get recommended for do the subject. Zine, pay for the subject and don't go do the exam. And that's where it start from. Why the parents them there in them household there? Me see youth a come to school, say them sleep late and them never know, say them have CXC. And every Jackman door you get a timetable from CXC from you pay for the subject. And that's where the foolishness start from in the home. How you fi know say you no have, or you no fi know say you have CXC exam? You say teacher, noble teacher. Eh? You say roll around Prof. Scotty. Don't worry yourself, man. Everything good, man. Me say, enough we love get up and talk about say, no opportunities not there for the youths and the government now do nothing for the youths and the youths and the youths. Some of the youths are my idiot family. And then some of the parents are my bigger idiot than the idiot youths them. Because oh you feel living in my house, I mean I know say you have CXC tomorrow too. Me have to know when you have your exam them. Because the man in there wake up earlier than the rest of the man in them too. Because you have exam. I could have who you. Eh? High rate of absenteeism worries CXC. So the Barbados base examination council, I think we need a Jamaican base examination council, but it's a different story for a different time. Tuesday said poor preparation and then CXC to a part of the reason why I don't want to stop teaching. Because I know CXC is an external institute entity. So it means if you do external work, you have to get external pay. You understand? And me I do SBA from the day I been a teacher. And me not get no money for you. No, every teacher have to go upload them on SBA upon CXC system. And if you make a mistake, the school in a problem and all then crap there. And I say down at Trinidad, the teacher then said no more SBA till CXC pay them and CXC have to start pay them. But in Jamaica, we and other people are friends and probably government are collect the money and me don't know. So you see all of them little things that some people, you see, that's why you see that teaching thing more time to, you know. Someone don't even know what go on, you know. Someone don't even know what go on, man. So when you get up every day and criticize teachers and cuss teachers, I don't even know what go on the street, man. That's slavery. You understand? Babysitting fee we get them on time. For slavery. SBA additional work, you know. We don't get no additional pay fee. I know if you make mistake, you have to go pay fee or the school I go struggle and them thing there. And someone to get up and criticize teacher, the least opportunity when get in and don't even know what going on, you know. And someone the same one where criticize teacher reason to pick me, you know. Me dark for someone here. I should not even know. I should not really do the talking things out there. You know? Someone me dark for man. Teacher get too much holiday. Oh, well, every holiday me get me earn it. That's a matter of fact, holiday then too short. You understand? It's that me I tell you no set. But never mind. I mean I cuss on this evening. Listen here now. Cause this is what make me get dark, you know. You understand? The Barbados-based Caribbean Examination Council said poor preparation during the January sitting of the Caribbean Secondary Examination Council certificate is due to the continued high level of absenteeism. So what you say now? Forget about what I say about January. He said that with 89.5% of absentees in the region being age 17 and over, that is a major concern that needs to be earnestly addressed. 89% of the people that want to turn off the exam, you know, is over 17, you know. You understand what I say? And like, what happened to them youth there? How them are going to move on and matriculate into other institutions? How will they be employable and marketable? You see what I say? So, I want telling you from early, so some of them youth here not have no interest in nothing. But then we're going to blame everybody except blame the parents and the picking them themselves. Teachers all get the blame. I the dirty workless teacher, them just a collect pay. And that's what I'm going to tell you, you know. Like, when a parent look at me and I'll tell me them things, you know, I mean, get dark, you know, because it means I want you to know. You can't say anything about Mr. Williams, anything at all, and people say a lot of things. But the one single thing you cannot say is that I do not do my job. You can't tell me that. You cannot tell me that. Because me not give nobody no opportunity to tell me that. Me not even miss school. You understand what I say? Since the school year start, I must say one day I not go to work, or I must say two. I remember when me feel well one time, I just tired one day. Me entitled to about 9 days for the year. You understand? And me as a man, I don't really miss school. Because my youths them too, you miss school one day, you miss a world with them. Because I don't know what thing go. You see me? And when me go my class of business, me not a joke thing with no guy. I work, me come around and stuff for work. Say if you not come for work, you better not come at school. Because if you there at school and you miss my class, then we are going to have problems too. You understand what I mean? I say, I saw me deal with my thing, you know. You feel what I say? And we don't get no love nor appreciation nor that thing here. So when I tell people something actively, and really and truly people are going to say, cause you know what teacher make some money on YouTube. Me not make the money on YouTube right now because them demonetize my channel. You understand? And I tell you this from my heart, say, the passion me have for teaching one time, I don't really have it again. I just do this out of love for the subject I teach and love for my country. That drive not there. Because the ministry is a problem in your life. You understand what I say? You don't get no support from the ministry. The only rights were involved in the education system are the youths them have it. Teachers and the rights. You understand what I say? The youths them alone got rights. The only rights we have is to go to school, go slave. No more rights. You understand? Right now, you can't even get rid of youth out of school too tough. Ministry carry them back come put in this. Then you know no power in the ministry, so ministry need to come run the school. Every day you get a different bulletin, say this change and that change, and the youth them not change. What them do about the youth them? What them do about the parents them? It's always back on the teacher. And people financially not worth it, yo. But we only do this with the love. But love is then say love lasts forever, but in a heavy time, because my love I run out. Me I tell you the truth, what God love. You understand? So the reality is any day certain things will come true when me having in my head come true. Then the minister says certain things to me, just give them a resignation, I'm gone. Because them want your work miracle and them now give you the ingredients them for the miracle. Them want you be everything to everybody and nobody now be nothing to you. I know them want to tell me, say me can't say what me want to say. And my view not important or me is professional misconduct, sir. Sir. Me say, me prefer go plant pumpkin. Yeah, you know pumpkin seed expensive. Education ministry, them warns that students are being exposed to more. Students are being exposed to a lot more than more, but never mind. So Jamaican school officials have been warned by the Ministry of Education to take steps to prevent. You hear? Jamaican school officials, not Jamaican parents, you know. Jamaican school officials have been warned by the Ministry of Education to take steps to prevent the continued exposure of children to what it calls the repulsive internet character, Momo. The character is symbolized by a woman with long black hair and bulging eyes. So in a bulletin issued to all schools on Thursday, the ministry noted that Momo appears in the middle of the children's cartoon program Peppa Pig and computer game Fortnite on YouTube and YouTube Kids. Momo is a meme that targets young children on social media, encouraging them to add a contact on the messaging platform WhatsApp or online games, and then sends them graphic images and messages. This character encourages our children to perform harmful acts without telling their parents, the bulletin said. It notes that the video usually starts innocently like the start of a Peppa Pig episode, but quickly turns into an altered version with violence and offensive language. The ministry is urging regional directors, school board chairpersons, and principals of all institutions to help educate parents about the situation. Yeah, who are going to educate the parents, them teachers. You are going to educate the people, them teachers. This is we do everything in this country and we get the less respect here. You understand? So they can be vigilant in the supervision of their children in a bid to prevent them from becoming victims of Momo. Understand? Candy Diamond open my own school. No family. It's Candy. Like when me done with the teaching thing, me just done with the teaching thing. No one no school, no one involved in a school. Me just done with the school thing. And when me say that, people say, yo, teach, what you mean? Like, what you mean what me mean? Me done. You know when it's done, take a buckle with juice and turn it in, and when it done, nothing left in there. Done. You understand me? I say certain things are joke thing. Me I tell you that. See, I say my personality. Me now go in our institute. Because me I say some of them youth, them even want nobody talk to them. You know? Me now go in an institution and me can't talk to no youth family. That no make no sense to me. That no player who pick that. Me never pick that. You see me? I'm telling you, for the persons who are in that stream, my principal has been trying to encourage me to consider the Dean of Discipline's position at my school. Me don't want it. Even before she come to me with it, me tell her, me go, me find her. Me not interested. Because it means that me have to have even a more direct line in dealing with them youths. And them youths is where them depend. And then now, you can't war them. Because you is the adult and you have to know better. And you have to lick in your face and your face take lick. Because you is the adult. Yo. Yeah, me laugh, yeah, so. My fat face, yeah. No, sorry, nothing so. But doubt it. Understand? That never into it. And ain't pick that. You see me? Shut down the internet and take one of them phone and you see. Shut down the internet. Pitney kill themselves because parents take with them phone and they say thing there. You see me? Peeps, the thing is set away. You understand? Thing set away. Thing set away. Them are youth these days. Sex. That's a them thing. May I tell you? Big man and big woman, them man. You have girl that left them money out of come to school. You can't. Oh, you talk to her and I'm man older than you. Eh? You have youth that with woman older than them mother. You can't talk to him because him woman is a elder. You see me? And then when anything go on, you are get the blame. You understand? You say anything go on a foreigner, you already get the blame. Anything go on at school, a teacher get the blame. We don't have the rights. I've been see this long time. And every year you have some more new crap what you need to do. And nothing not change. You're not getting no more money plus more new crap. Tired of it, peace. May I tell you the truth of God love. You see me? Tired of it. You see me? So right now, I hear me depend on empty, but I just go and run off of fumes. Because you have some more youths out there who can help. You see me? And thing. But that's all. And I don't think that the classroom are my thing for very long. I'm telling you that. Like, that's not a secret. The people around me, I tell them that some people don't believe me, but right now Scotty don't believe me. I tell her and she laugh. Said no, but at the end of the day, like, I don't know. And maybe not teach before she eat so she can't talk. She not do for her quota yet. Catch up she a play. Peeps, I cut it there, sir. So my apologies again for not streaming, for not doing roll call on Wednesday and for not streaming on Friday. But we were back with a bang today. You understand? Big up to Sergeant Kevin Watson, the noble cop, the noble man, the man of integrity, the man of vision, and a man who would have served his nation. You understand? With distinction. You see me? So big up to the people them were there, big up to the people them were left about twice as many persons were watching the stream back then. But you know what thing, I know late you know and them something there. See, maybe not stream for 3 hours, you know. So we'll call it a night. You see me and thing. So peace, big up on yourself. Me I scroll up on YouTube and say more and Black and Cement the channel will show it. Yeah man, that for go on the answer man, them for go away. Say me I say, you have to go on and watch your youths them. You see me I say, when teacher retire, he running away and lay on the beach in another island. Nah man, a yard me a stay man. A yard me thing them man. No other island to me thing man. We must have go make 2 video and come back. Jamaica to rotted man. That's so. Yes, I love that. See? Teaching has become an ungrateful profession. They're unappreciated. Brother, tell you that, bro. And the youth them now have no interest in nothing except crap, brother. Not because you still have wonderful students in this country. May I tell you that there's no 2 ways about it. You can always have the good and bad. You understand what I say? But right now, the youths that me contend with, if you don't have my personality more time, you lose. You understand? But you don't really not losing things still. And more time I one time I talk. More time I different talking. Because right now, you're good as all get host up on there. I can't do that because I have to do YouTube video. The hostness not going to work for me. You understand? Let's me sign us. Tiring piece. Mentally it's exhausting. You know, I'm not support from the ministry. You understand? Them want to stay down a hero circle and tell you what to do and them not in the school where you're there. You understand what I say? And thing. You see? So peeps. Big up on yourself. Really and truly appreciate the continued support. I would have resubmitted the channel for remonetization. So them said them going to review it and get back to me. The second channel would have been submitted back in the day about a week and a half to 2 weeks. So we are going to wait and watch and see what that go on with. You know, we are work. You don't know anything go. This is my second job. Might become my only job. I'm just saying. We'll see how it go. You see me? So we'll take it one day at a time. You see me? We still have a local mission. I still want my principal reform the institution and thing. So one of them local things and them something about. Right now, the ministry, them, I know for teachers. The ministry is for the youths them alone. You understand what I say? And thing, then they want to come tell me, say, you can't say what you want to say. This a country where my forefathers and mothers fight to get freedom. For you want to come enslave me? You must be mad, man. It no matter who you be, you're mad. So charge me for political for unprofessional professional misconduct now. You understand me? So peace, big up on yourself. You know what thing go. Enjoy the rest of your weekend when it's done. You understand me? I say? I have something nice to drink, but if you have to drink, don't drive. If you have to drive, don't drink. Spend some time with the people that you love. Make them know you love them. Make them know you cherish them. Make them know you value them. You understand? When the guy road left them big old headphone. They left all headphone. Them Bluetooth headpieces. They stop attract people to themselves. Stop separating themselves from the environment. You understand what I say? And thing. You don't know anything. You have to be cognizant. You have to be alert. People are pre you. You need to pre everybody. You understand what I say? Walk with only the cash what you need. If you have to take public transportation, try to travel in a group. If you can't travel in a group, we are save up your money teach them soon forward. Alright, Cookie man, I say a word. Zane? And thing. You see me I say? If if you can't travel in a group and know the do's and the don'ts. Send the license plate to somebody. Tell people you're there, tell people where you are. Go. Describe the driver, the color of the car. You understand what I say? Describe some people in the car with you too. You see it? Because at the end of the day, some criminal there road, you know. Always follow your instinct. If it feels wrong, it is wrong. And trust no one. You understand? Before I big up to the people that are in here, you know a thing go. Yeah, you know my thing, you know. Yeah, I say, go subscribe to my second channel, Jamaica. That is where I showcase Jamaica in its natural, beautiful state and form. Bits and pieces of the culture, of the food, of the music, of the roads, of resources, of resorts, of everything Jamaican that is good and pure and beautiful. Go over there. Teach them. Not teach them. Jamaica. Go subscribe. You know what thing go? Jamaica. As in made yard. Jamaica. You understand me I say? So you know what thing go peeps. And the Patreon account still there. I'm not left without telling that because you understand me I say? The PayPal account there, I'm not left without telling you that neither. You know what thing go. The cash up there if you're there yard, cause I don't think it'll work from broad yet. You understand you understand what I say? It there too. Them there. If you want to buy some clothes, I say teach them punny that there. Or some cup or some bag or some things that there too. So peace, big up on yourself. You understand what I say? And I say right here now, I say the Royal General, J. Chrissy, Cindy, Zane, Roxlocks TV, Valerie Pearson, Candy Diamond, Millicent Thomas McDermott, Eli Kelly, Diamond Clark. She is Caribbean. She's Caribbean. Make me laugh all the time, you know. When she that about search and what's I just can't couldn't comment. Sophia Kobe, and she is Caribbean. I think the first time I see here, welcome to the channel if it's your first time. Really and truly appreciate the support. Miss Sophia Kobe, Ingrid Theater, Daniel Scarlett, Miss Winsome Hudson, Dante Don, Janet Bird, Kanaika Chisholm. How can I speak on this? Peter Bryan, God's Child, Rich Kid, Jamila Seymour. Hey Jamie baby. Who this now? Empress Love, Jan's World, Kanaika Chisholm, Venny. Good evening, Miss Venny. Omar Guthrie, Pearly Simpson, Cookie Mama, Zane Wilson in the building, Bala Douglas, I know Juggernaut MJ, Debot, I know Roxlocks TV, Beverly Colehurst, Danny Blackhorse, I know all of them people that there, James Bond, Light Chatbot, Bongs Vibes, Miss Joan Gray, Mr. Lex, Zane, I know ESP the Debot, I'm not sure if I'm still there, Andrea, Kemar Golding, Amazon Media TV, Zane Wilson in the building, O'Neal Erskine. Who else there? I don't know. Me I got you. Candy Diamond, Finar, Picala Son. All of the people them. Iman and Iman. Zane, you don't know a thing, you know. I love and respect, you know. Zane. Rose is lovely. Blessings, my friend. Miss Junie J.A. How are you, Miss Junie? Hope you're okay, you know. Paulie P63, Andre, Godfrey. Zane, all of the people them. If you don't hear your name, I come in and see it in the chat right now. You know a thing go. You understand me? I say so peeps. Shan W. Big up yourself in the Empress. You understand, Sean? I'm glad for knowing say you're there. It was stream, you know. Long time you know all a 1-to-1. You understand? But I know you're alright still, so I know if I did sick me then know, so I have to roll in. You understand? I'm glad you're alright. Miss win some, go and fight it to the mummy. You see me and say, peeps, big up on yourself. See, we do this again Friday. No, the first Wednesday of the month, but the Ash Wednesday that I go up on the road. One of them times, I don't know if I go reaching back. So if I reaching back for stream, roll call. That Wednesday, then me do it the following Wednesday. You understand me? I say, soul music lover. Blessings, you know. Miss Ingrid Theater. All of the people, them big up on yourself, you know. But you know this again, Friday, 7:30 p.m. Zine and peeps. I mean, life is a funny thing. You get some knock sometime where I come from the left side corner there, you know, see it I come none at all. You understand me? I say? And thing. So, yeah, sometimes you have to just focus and sort out the meds. And Ken Prosper, big up yourself, you know. Jay the Boss official, manners. You see me and thing. And sometimes we just need